Welcome back to the season 4 finale of Show Em The Dore, the only podcast that probably should have ended 3.5 seasons ago. My name is Christopher Conway. That is Willem Azzinnaro. And today, joining us again is the very special Bella LaChance.
Hey guys.
Hi Bella, how are you doing?
Great, how are you?
I am doing wonderful. We just spent a long time before the show talking about random things. Today, because we had Bella on about 2 weeks ago, and we have detailed a lot of the things about, her career, her illustrious career. What? Why did you want me for that? Are you saying her career has not been illustrious?
Well, I'd say your career's been illustrious.
Well,
I wouldn't ever say it
I take that personally. If I were what? He doesn't think your career's illustrious? That's kind of.
I can't spell illustrious.
It's kind of messed up.
I don't think I can either.
Accomplished career.
There we go. I just see the word lust in it, and I'm like, oh,
bro. But
weird way to describe her career.
Lust
It's a different industry.
Yeah, it's a whole different industry. We didn't talk about that on the podcast, but
that's a different podcast.
Yeah, that's the podcast next door. My bad. Today it's going to be a lot more about Bella's life as a student athlete and things like that, because we want to dig deep into the life of Vanderbilt student athletes.
This one's going to be much more personal.
Yeah, it's extremely personal.
I'm so ready.
What's your middle name?
Marie.
Marie?
Bella Marie LaChance.
That's my mom's middle name.
I know,
it's my mom's name.
You know?
Oh, no, I don't know.
Yeah, you know.
She knew.
She talked.
Mom?
My biggest fan,
Azzinnaro?
I knew it was your middle name. No, it's very common.
It is
especially
everyone's.
with Italians.
Yeah.
Bella Marie, my mom's is Marie. Everyone's
Do you have any nicknames?
Bells.
Bells?
Bell.
That's cool.
Sometimes Bell. My mom calls me Hell's Bells.
Why?
I don't know.
Do you have a nickname that you prefer?
Bells is cute.
I like
Hey,
Bells.
Bells. Yeah.
I'm a fan.
I'm like cheesing.
Do you have what about within basketball? Do you have a nickname that people call you?
Big Bella.
Big Bella?
Big Bella.
Because I'm small, but
Oh,
I bring
yeah.
Big Bella energy. Big Bella energy, that's literally what they refer to me as.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you say
BBE.
that would you say that the BBE permeates through the team? Oh, do people feed off your Big Bella energy?
Yes, they do. For sure. I mean, I'm always yelling
You're
or
the spark
screaming.
plug of the team?
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Why are you're on everything I'm saying today?
No, it wasn't you. She said I'm always yelling and screaming. I'm like, she just like me.
She's on the
She
bench.
just like me.
On the bench. Speaking of screaming, a little insight for everybody here on the podcast. Before we start every single time, we ask our guests to yell, because my life is easier when they do, because there's a jump in the audio, and everybody who normally screams, they're very it's very they're very timid about it, and we have to really make up the slack. It's not that way with Bella. It is I remember when I was editing after you left last time you were on, I'm looking for it, and I finally find it, and the speakers blew up. I was there it is. I imagine it's the cartoon where it's the wind,
Yeah.
yeah.
Classic.
So, that doesn't surprise me, you being the spark plug yeller screamer on the podcast.
She's yelling.
It's the Italian in my blood.
Hollering. Hooting and hollering. Speaking of hooting and hollering and yelling, really.
Oh.
We have an announcement to make. This isn't your time, I'm sorry. This is about us now.
Yeah.
It's our podcast.
I'm actually gonna put a black thing, a black square in front of
Cover up.
Bella.
So,
yeah,
get the hat.
Yeah.
Get the hat.
Get the hat. We made a cryptic post. Now put it on.
Me?
Yep.
I don't look good in hats.
It's on my album.
Put it on.
Oh.
She just spoiled it. That's fine.
It's not my album.
So, for those that are listening closely, we posted the other day, and it was big
Chris
things
and I are
coming.
up scheming right now.
Yeah, we're up scheming. For those that don't know, Chris and I and his friends back in the days would write music for fun. And it's great, and it's stupid, and it's fun, and we wanted to do it again. And so the other night, we were just messing around, saying stuff. And then I was like, Chris, what if we write country music? And so we looked up country instrumental things, and we're like, we got to do this. It writes itself. It really does. Like, we came up with so many good things in like 5 minutes, so we're like, we have to do it. So you've heard it here first from Bella first.
Yeah, from Bella. Bella broke the news.
She just, like, thanks. Wow. We're writing a country album, and we'll put it out. There's going to be a snippet out tomorrow.
Are we actually putting the snippet
I'm committing to it, yeah. Yes.
We have the snippet.
We're halfway done with we could put it out today if you want. I just wanted to give the people time to listen to this episode, to see this announcement, to then do it tomorrow.
That's understandable.
My family will buy the album.
It's not going to be a bought thing.
Let's go.
We have at least one buyer. Dude,
One? I didn't understand Italian family.
I was going to say.
Oh, okay. Let me phrase.
We're charting. We're getting numbers.
My mother
Chris.
will not buy the album. She's not a country music fan. If we make an Arabic music album, she will. Dude, one of
We're going to cover CD Mansour.
One of Willem's favorite songs is That's close, actually.
It was dark close. I listened to it all the time.
It's actually
It made my top 100 listened to songs last year.
That's wild.
That's a great song.
It is actually a banger. We'll show you after the pod. It's a really good
Shout out
song.
to whoever wrote CD Mansour. It was that one dude.
It's that one guy on like the cover who's like
really weird.
It's a really weird cover. I'm gonna put the hat back.
What's his name?
Do you want to wear the hat?
I want to put on for a second, just because I wasn't able to get one at the men's game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah, it's all sorts of stuff. Yeah.
Hold on the side's gotta.
Yeah. That'll be the fun.
Yeah.
Here, this album cover.
This is.
Thanks.
Hell's Bells album cover. That'll be our Christmas album. We're also gonna do like a.
We are gonna do a Christmas album.
We're gonna do an Eagle style Christmas album.
We're gonna do covers. It's gonna be great.
No, we're doing don't wanna. Gonna do the whole Mariah Carey thing. Exactly. We'll have you featured. It'll be crazy.
I love that song.
It's a banger.
It's a great song. Is that your favorite Christmas song?
Ooh.
I asked you your favorite Christmas song, and you said.
I thought it was Christmas movie you asked.
It was both.
Okay.
Song?
You said the one song by Justin Bieber. I think.
Did I say
Love
All I
Yourself.
Want for Christmas? Or did
Is that
I
what
say
you said?
Mistletoe?
I don't remember. A lot of people said a lot of different things, and I can't quite.
I'm a big
It was like
fan
2 years
of-
ago.
I'm a big fan of Santa Tell Me by Ariana Grande.
Oh, that's a
Santa
fan
Tell
fave.
It's
I love Ariana Grande. She's great.
Ariana Grande, banger.
Banger.
Buddy.
I hardly know her.
It's women's history, man. We do that with almost everything. Just to be clear, it's the buddy that really gets me.
Yeah. Buddy.
Got that from my friend Connor. Shout out Connor. So, I want you to take me in the day of a life of a student athlete.
Okay, like an off day or like a.
But let's start with like a. What would be the most interesting? Will it be a game or practice or?
Oh, we can do game day.
Okay.
Game day.
It involves like the rituals that I kind of already told you guys about.
You only told us about
the gushers.
The gushers.
Did I tell you guys about the nap?
You didn't tell us about the nap.
Okay.
The nap, trademarked.
Okay, the nap.
Capital N or like.
Full NAP.
Whoa.
Full
Perfect.
capitals.
Sorry. Come on.
I want to be employed one day, Chris. We can't be saying these things.
So, first of all, I like the evil eye.
Thank you.
Oh
my
my
mom got us
God.
both one.
We have one hung above our door too.
Do you want one?
Bracelets. Yeah.
I'll get you one.
Yeah.
My mom, you'll have to tell me where I got this. I'll get Bella one. That'll be crazy.
Okay. So, we'll start with my day in the life. Game day.
Game day.
Word.
Okay. So, let's say it's like a Monday.
Monday.
And then I'll relate. No, actually, we only play Thursday, Sundays in the SEC. So we'll do Thursday. Okay. So, wake up.
What time?
Well, I usually have class. So, I have a 9:30 class on Thursday. So I wake up at Business in Crisis with Patrick Lang.
Business in Crisis?
Dude, I was going to take that
He's
next
great.
semester.
He's amazing.
If I didn't have capstone, I was going to take it. I'll take it.
Oh, yeah, Business in Crisis.
Yeah, because I remember I was talking, I was like, Business in Crisis? That's so sick.
No, it was awesome.
They're talking.
Really? Is it good?
There's guest speakers every week.
Really?
Yeah, and then
Is it
Chancellor
easy?
Deermeyer comes in and talks.
Really?
It's sick.
The deer.
German man.
And he talks about like the issues, and he's like really open. He talked about, remember the thing that happened with the like anti-Semitic things with the coach. He talked about all that stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you like Dearmeyer?
I mean, when he talked to us, it was cool. I don't really know him enough.
Yeah, I mean,
we ain't pals.
You haven't met the man, but like.
I mean, like,
yeah,
right.
Got it.
But he seems cool. He seems like he knew what he was doing.
He's tall.
Was that class easy? Okay.
And he was great.
Okay, cool.
Patrick Letting.
We'll
Shout out
talk
to
about
Patrick.
it. So 9:30, Business in Crisis.
Right. So I'll go to that class and then.
Patrick?
No, it was in Furman.
Furman?
I know.
Buddy.
So then after that, I usually got to go to my other class for like 15 minutes. Then I had to leave.
Oh.
Because we have shoot around every game day, right?
Yeah.
Like
what class did you get to skip?
It was my W class for communications. It's kind of hard with Sloop. It was like consciousness, something, and something.
Consciousness?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, and
Staying awake.
It was a lot of like media ecology. That's pretty much
weird.
Yeah. So it was interesting, but it was kind of hard. Anyways, so I like.
You weren't there.
No, I was there. I went.
For 15 minutes. It's the old okay class, and then as soon as the content, you're like, I'm out.
Okay,
I gotta shoot basketball.
I got to shoot around. So we go to shoot around for like an hour and a half. Then we go up to team meal, and I have the same thing, like pasta, salad, breadstick usually. Then I eat as fast as possible. Then I shower for like 5 minutes, and I take an hour nap before every single game.
Before every game, like right before the game?
Yeah, like right before warm-ups.
Like, okay, so you wake up and go straight to warm-ups?
I wake up, put my uniform on, and I go to warm-ups. I eat a pack of Gushers, and then I go straight to warm-ups. And then we play the game, I shower, and that's that.
So like, if what times are your games? Slash when would your nap be?
Okay, so if the game's at 6,
right.
We started to warm up at 4:42.
Exactly 2?
I'm pretty sure 4:42.
Is there a reason for that?
Like, so we can do our dynamic warm up and then still have enough time to do basketball stuff.
Why don't they just call it 4:40?
I don't know.
4:45.
But then I lose minutes off the nap if it's 4:40.
That's so fair. Is it always like a clean hour, or is there some days where you're like?
There's been 50-minuters, and it's made me really
my
sad. But
God.
That's actually terrible.
I know, but I'm like really good at being fast, like running downstairs, hopping in the shower, and getting on the couch with a nap.
On the couch.
On the couch.
Oh yeah, we have like
couch napper.
Our locker room's really nice, so we have like a nice couch that I.
Oh, it's in the locker room?
Oh yeah.
That's hilarious.
No, I have no time to go home.
I like to imagine that it was just like
me running home my bed.
Yeah.
She's like, right. And then like pulling up to Memorial, right, and being like almost late for warm up. Right.
She's in uniform, so I imagine her just running down the street in the uniform, like, I gotta get there.
No, I actually nap in my uniform. And then I, like, full warm-ups on, like, everything. I just
walk
wake
into
up.
the locker room like, oh, there's Bella sleeping
No,
again.
every time.
So
I wake
funny.
up, I'm like, oh.
Are you ever, like, groggy, though?
Yeah, but you snap out of it.
Okay, for sure.
I, like, put some contact solution. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go.
Did you get your contact for the nap?
No, I don't.
How can you ever, like, shoot well? Like, are your eyes not blurry after that?
No, the solution clears them up.
Okay, I can't do it. I can't sleep. Every time I sleep in my contacts, I wake up and I'm like, I can't see for the next 3 business days. Like, I have to take out my contacts, wear glasses that day. Like, it's not.
Really?
It's not a good time. I've never slept in my contacts and not had to like do something the next day.
I'm sorry, you just can't handle it. I had my contacts in
terrible.
like 3 days straight one time.
That's so nasty.
It's mental toughness.
Yeah, I'm just better than you,
it's
Chris.
stupid.
You just can't handle it.
My bad. So you wake up, contact solution, into nap, into the game. Does the length of your nap, have you seen like a correlation with performance?
I was gonna ask.
Okay, so I'm like very much, what's it called? Like superstitious. I'm like pretty superstitious. Like I wear 2 ponytail holders every single day at practice and games, and they're the same. One's yellow, one's black. I've used the same ones. I've washed them, so don't worry.
Okay.
I never washed those.
You just throw them in the, well, they've accidentally got washed in the washer and dryer, but
Okay,
it's
that's
happened and it
yeah.
cleans them. But, so like I'm very superstitious,
Sterile,
so like if I don't nap, like I'm like, I get nervous.
Like,
Am I going to be tired? Am I not going to know what I'm doing? You know what I mean?
It's pretty Italian. That's the superstition.
You want to see something really Italian? Like cornicello.
Hey.
Yeah. It's like a little Italian horn.
The little dude.
Or good luck.
I like that a lot, actually.
It's really cool.
Like keeps out evil. It's kind of like, I think there's correlation, you know, like evil eye.
I enjoy
Italian
keeping
horn.
out evil.
Yeah.
I'm a big evil goer aware.
Did you see? This is a meme. I thought I sent it to you. And it was me reading Crime and Punishment, but shaking my head and then nodding every few minutes so they know I don't like crime but like punishment. Did I send you that?
You did not.
Dang it.
I did see one that was very similar. That was like me shaking my head reading Pride and Prejudice the whole time. Pride and Prejudice.
You like Prejudice?
No, she was shaking the head the whole time, not like nodding. Don't put words in my mouth. Okay.
Unsanitary.
So after the game, what about that?
After game.
Full day. Yeah.
Oh, okay. After the game, shower.
Of course.
They give us food. Obviously, we take it to go, and then I like debrief the game with my roommates. And I go to bed.
Who are your roommates?
Tina and Ava.
Oh, okay.
Tina.
It was her birthday. That one.
Hey.
Oh.
So yeah.
Okay. So you guys got a transfer a little bit ago, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. From Duke.
Yeah.
From Duke?
Yeah, she's from
I saw
Duke.
that, and then I meant to text you about it.
Her name's Jordan Oliver. She's a grad transfer, and I'm pretty sure she either has 1 or 2 years of
You have
eligibility.
too many Jordans.
I know.
That's confusing.
I know. Well, we'll call her Jo.
Have you met her?
Mm-hmm.
How?
She's super cool,
Yeah.
and I'm like actually
Word.
really
Nice
excited to
addition
have
to
her.
the team.
I know.
I didn't look up her stats or anything because I mean she's not on the podcast yet. Maybe we should DM her. But like, I knew that it seemed like a pretty like well heralded thing.
Yeah.
So.
No.
Who's Harold?
So speaking of the additions, how do you project next season a little bit?
I think we're gonna have like a completely new team because we only have 6 like right now without any transfers and stuff, and we have 5 freshmen coming in, and then we have 1 transfer so far, and I feel like we'll get 2 more or 1 or 2 more because we've had like a lot of visits over the past month. So I think it'll be really good for us.
Have you had to like? I know that when you do visits, oftentimes like they'll have like a member of the team like show other people around.
Oh yeah, no, I don't do that. They don't have me do that.
Why do they not have you do that?
I don't know. I'd be great, but I'm not sure why they don't have me do that. But I'm still
Maybe it's
good.
'cause you're with us.
I'm still good at like when we're with the group. Like,
Right. Yeah.
Because like we go to my coach's house and we do like dinners with the recruits. So
okay,
it's like
that's
all
really
of
cool.
us.
Hey.
So like we all hang out and stuff like
Is the
that.
food good?
Oh, because they bring in chefs.
They bring in chefs.
Nice.
Man, my life is so different.
So, given those numbers, is there room for walk-ons?
You could be a practice player.
Chris, we gotta get the shots up.
Gotta get my shots.
No,
up.
we actually really need practice players because we're ever interested. And all we do is scrimmage, so.
Dude, I would actually I love battling basketball.
I'd kill to get dogged out every
Yeah,
single
And
no,
day.
I'm pretty
would-
sure they give you guys free shoes, so which is good. Yeah.
Dude, I gotta get.
What
in
kind of
shape.
time commitment is this?
Yeah, for real. This is real talk.
It's
This is
probably
real.
like 2 hours a day.
A day?
That's not bad.
And we don't
And it keep me fit.
we don't practice in the mornings anymore, so it'll be like
Do
midday.
you know what my schedule is next semester, Bella? I have capstone, and so
Dude, why would she know?
well, it was a rhetorical question.
Oh,
Do you know what my schedule is? Yes, let me tell you.
right.
I mean, she knew your mom's middle
I'm
name.
actually
She-
really good at knowing people's schedules.
I'm doing.
Without them telling you?
I'm
No,
Or
like
just remembering them?
yeah, I remember them.
Got that memory?
I'm doing capstone, and so like Mondays I don't have anything except for like the class. Like I have like 1 class or something like that for capstone. Tuesday through Friday I have 11:30 to 1, and then 3:30 to 4:30, and that is it.
That's your schedule?
That's
What's your
all of it.
capstone?
I'm working with our humanities department to investigate how universities work and how that affects the lower bodies within the universities.
Wow. It's actually interesting.
Yeah, I think so. But that's
You know why I live with him and you didn't tell me this?
yes, I did.
Last I heard, you were talking to the Wondery people.
Did I not really tell you about? I've talked to Holly like 5 times.
I thought you... Okay, I was very confused because you were like, yeah, I'm going to the Wondery, and then the next day you're like, I'm talking to Holly Tucker, and I'm like,
That
is
was
that the HRD lady? And you're like, no, it's the roleplay lady. And
Well, to give some context here,
I
for
realized
Bella,
how bad that was
'cause
gonna
that
sound, and I was
sounds
like, wait.
really terrible. Okay, I took a class.
Roleplay lady.
I took a class here. It was called Revolutions.
Okay.
And what it was is you and everybody are assigned a character from the Enlightenment and French Revolution, and you just have to like interact with other people and like do stuff. And so I came back the first day and I was like, Willem, I'm in a French roleplay class.
Yeah.
And
the French roleplay?
I broke records.
He did. He was selling the. He was publishing the encyclopedia.
And I made lots of money until I got executed. But
the best of us, really.
Yeah, I was the only one to get publicly executed in the whole class in the revolution. Yeah, it was tough. My head rolled. But it's actually like my favorite class I've ever taken.
Really?
It was really good. They're doing it next semester. It's a W course if you need one. She's also really great. She's an amazing lady, like Holly Tucker is. And
Tucker. Buddy.
But yeah, I have such an open schedule next semester. I'm so excited.
That's so nice.
We're gonna play women's basketball.
We're gonna exactly.
I'm gonna put that on my resume. Yeah, I'm a bucket. Not really. I get
not a bucket.
Destroyed by women every day.
Word choice. Oh my God, man. Okay, we're really.
I'm on a roll.
We're
this
breaking
is really
this
good.
up. So, what is your favorite thing about being a student athlete? Because obviously there's a lot of differences there.
I'd say probably like all the like little skills and like time management things that I've learned for sure.
Like give an example here.
So like even with like homework and tests and studying and practice, like I don't really get overwhelmed by it, or like I also like don't stay up all night doing homework. Like I'm very good about like I'm gonna do this until that time. Like I write everything down. Like
we talked about
yeah, right. Like I have
The
times
boxes and
written
checks.
down, like everything, and then like I'm going to bed by 10:30 or I'm going to bed by 11. Like I'm not gonna stay up all night and have to do all my work. Like I'll find a way to get it done, even if I have like 100 other things to do, which I feel like is like a great skill to have.
That's an amazing skill.
So like that's definitely been one of my favorite takeaways of being a student athlete. I know that like is a weird thing to say.
No,
but
I don't think
That's actually really good.
That's
the number one thing I lack in life.
that's true actually. Man has a 20-page paper due tomorrow. I don't know if you started it.
I started it.
How many pages?
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one. But it's gonna be
made
okay.
it to the 5th.
No, I have multiple pages, but like some of the pages just say like literature review.
It says this is AI generated. No, I'm just kidding.
You have to write a literature review.
The project or the assignment is my final paper for some class, and it's just one little thing that we're doing. Supposed to be one little thing. It's the same assignment as what I've been doing all semester in the honors program, except it's twice the length.
Takes me back to the Conway C Lit review.
The what?
You haven't taken HOD 2500, have you? Everybody takes it for some
Wait,
reason.
is that like the hardest class? Is that what?
It's with Andy Van Schack.
Yeah.
Uncle
I've heard
Andy.
that one is rough. And the literature
it's really
review.
not bad, but the lit review at the end is hard.
Yeah. No,
I
my
made it through it.
roommate.
It's not that hard.
Wait, what?
I made it through it. It's not that hard.
It's not that bad. I just did it one day, which is why it was rough.
So did I. And you were rushing me the whole time.
Isn't he like super strict on the citations?
Yeah.
Like
he's
you
insane.
can't use a citation thing. You have to do it yourself.
Okay, so I did, but you have to alter it.
Okay.
Like, you have to do it the right way. It doesn't matter how you get there. So, like, what I do is I would take it from Google Scholar and then, like, edit the 3 things that I had to make it look good. His class really isn't that bad. He is just very particular about, like, a couple things.
Okay.
Most of the greatest citations for some reason. He's
No,
like half
like,
of it is the citations.
Literally.
I'm like,
Yeah. And,
okay.
But, like, after that class, like, I could legitimately look at any article and cite it without, like, a machine or anything.
Really?
Like that. Yeah.
Really?
I don't know if I can do it now.
I don't know
because
how
it's
to
been,
do
I
that.
don't know.
It's been like a year and a half at this point. But, like, at the time, like, I legitimately knew everything to where I could do that.
That's
He's
insane.
just showing off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, do you know?
He can cite.
I was like, Bella, you know, I can get a journal cited in less than 30 seconds.
That's a new state record.
Yeah, it's like the cup stacker people.
Okay, that's actually pretty cool.
How do you do that?
No, I used to have, my mom bought me a package.
Dude, everybody's
No,
did.
yeah.
My grandmother got me one when I was a
And I
kid.
was proud.
Did you in elementary school? Did you
We
have the
had
cup
it,
stacking
yes.
unit? Why was this a national phenomenon?
No, that was a part of our field day.
That was part of your field
Yes,
day,
it was
dude.
cup stacking.
Dude, my best thing in field day was softball toss and bubblegum blowing.
I couldn't blow a bubble for like years of my life.
That's
Most of my life,
so
actually.
sad.
Years.
You
It took me a long
pathetic
time.
field day
I also
player.
couldn't
I was
snap until
great
in middle
at
school.
field day.
I still can't whistle.
The thing is,
That's gonna sound terrible for them. I'm sorry.
yeah. Whistling is like one of my 3 best attributes.
I can't do that.
Give it the hum whistle.
That was bad too.
Sounds so weird.
If I do it like low to like really high, it sounds like a airplane engine starting up. I'm not gonna do that for the viewers though. I'll show you after the pod.
Oh my god, I can't whistle.
He's a whistler.
I'm a whistler.
Oh my god, the whistler.
Oh yeah, I'm the Vandy whistler.
Heard it here first.
It's Chris.
I can't
Get
even
him.
get it that high. Like the way he was at either that or a backup whistler was at the team.
A backup whistler?
Dude,
Accept applications?
Somebody was doing it, but like it wasn't as loud or like as obnoxious as the real one.
It's his protege.
I like to imagine it's the backup.
It's an
It's
intern?
the understudy. That's what I was thinking.
He's like, I'm feeling sick. I have a cold sore. I can't whistle.
Understudy, go get him.
Go get him. Go get him, champ.
There wasn't a lot to whistle
apprentice.
about in those games either. It was sad. It was tough. We'll be better against Kentucky tomorrow.
Right.
And Saturday, hopefully.
And Sunday. All three games.
Yeah. I actually had a list of semi-relevant questions.
Via Chris's mom.
What is your because I was like, my mom also loved you, just to be clear.
Oh.
Everyone.
Thank you guys.
I would argue my mom was higher on her than your mother.
Really?
Yeah.
This is the first time I've heard about this.
This
is Mom. It's a competition.
Willem doesn't listen to any words I say.
He put that on
I
the
could
ADHD
gather
evaluation.
that.
What?
No, like I tell him so many things, and I'm always like, "What are you doing today?" Like I'm a very like verbal scheduler kind of person.
Me too.
So I
love a good verbal schedule as
exactly.
Well.
So like every single morning starts with, "What's your plan for the day?"
Me and my roommate do that too.
And so I'm sitting here, and so he knows everything I'm doing every single day. So like let's not act like we don't talk about things. But I was like, hey,
Most mornings we don't see each other.
Okay, then it's the night before. It's always, what are you doing tomorrow? Or what are you doing?
How
What's
do
your
you
plan
guys
for
not
the day?
see each other in the morning? Don't you
Because
live
I have a
together?
class at 9:05 and Willem doesn't wake up.
Well, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I leave before him. And then Tuesday,
That's-
Thursday, he leaves before me.
You are lying on air.
It's when I
Under oath.
actually go.
Under
It's
oath,
when I
you were
actually go to
lying.
the honors class.
But your honors class starts at 9:15, doesn't it?
8:40.
Okay, but still, I'm up at
I
8.
only went like 4 times.
I'm up at 8 every single day. Every single day.
He wakes up this morning, and
Because your alarm
I know. I'm sorry.
that you turn. Yeah.
The tension.
Yeah. It's
The tension. We're about to fight.
Yeah. I'm about to.
No, but he wakes up, and I'm like, okay, no, okay. Let me retell the story. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I'm ready to tell it, and he's gonna.
So I woke up
Okay.
after hitting my alarm like an hour before, and I like opened my eyes to the world, and I'm like, who am I? And then immediately Chris is like, are you ready to write music? And I'm like,
Okay, so I'd been up for an hour, and I'm sitting here like having a good time, looking at Twitter, and we had talked the night before how we wanted to write our song today,
Right.
because we wanted to have a snippet and talk about it on the podcast. And so I knew that the things that I had to do today included write music, get a general idea of what we were going to talk about today, because I didn't want to be like, sit here just like awkwardly and be like, so your career again. So
let's go through it backwards.
yeah.
Start in college and bring it back.
Yeah, no, and
Dude,
so
the most Italian you know.
you were in a class with one of my friends also. His name was Miguel. He said I was talking about that episode, and he was like, I had Italian with Bella, and I was like, oh, isn't she great? And he was like, yeah, she was awesome.
Everyone's raving about you.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, guys.
You're just so loved. No, but so he like he's texting in a group chat that we're both in. So in my brain, I'm like, if he's responding to something, he is awake. And so I'm like, all right, Willem, you ready to write? Actually, the first thing I talked to you about was the fact that I was going to be somewhere Monday, May 1st from 6 to 8 p.m.
Very precise. And it was such a weird way to say it. You're like, hey, I'm going to be at dinner with 9 other people from 6 to 8 p.m.
At Jay Clayton's house.
on May 1st. You didn't say Jay Clayton's at first. And I said, where? And you said Jay Clayton's house. And I'm like,
Which is
who's Jay Clayton?
like
and you're like, it's my video game professor. And I'm like, how was I supposed to know this? And then follow the question, why? And then you're like, it's for the class. And I'm like,
It's because
thanks.
it's because he had like invited like the top 10 people in the class to like have dinner with him or something
Really?
like that.
I thought it was the whole class. It's
No,
selective?
It's selective.
Wow.
No, it's because like, so I'm in a class called New Media and Literature.
Okay.
It's video game.
And it's all it is like he talks about different video games.
Do you get to play them?
Yes.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, it's a great class. It's really easy. And he has like a leaderboard in the class for like if you do like achievements and stuff. And like
achievement stuff.
I'm sorry, Jay, if you watch this, but I've doctored like 4 of those achievements. Because like one of the games was like Portal. I don't know if you've ever played that. My brother has though, and so I was like, "Will, send me your achievement thing," and so I sent that one in. But so I've gotten points on this leaderboard along with my group mates, and so we've been invited to the dinner. Even we.
What's he gonna cook?
I have no idea. He talked about the fact that his lovely wife was cooking. So.
His lovely wife?
That's what he said.
She's lovely?
I would imagine so. He's a lovely guy.
Good.
He's like the biggest nerd like you'll ever meet. He's like an adorable old man.
Yet he has a
like he wait what?
Yet he has a lovely wife. The biggest nerd I know.
Are you saying that nerds can't have lovely wives?
Yeah. Sorry,
Bella,
Chris.
what's your take on that?
I think nerds can have lovely wives, especially because nerds are making money.
Fair.
He was at one time talking in class about he has this one comic from like Spider-Man, and it's like valued at like $500K.
I used to have a bunch of Spider-Man comics, and then my dad threw them away.
Could buy $500,000.
Dad, they were old and good and probably worth a lot of money. My dad was like, I don't like this in my garage, and threw it away.
That's horrible.
So I'm
That's
like,
tough.
My skateboard.
I was looking through my old football cards, and I saw like I had a Peyton Manning rookie card, and I was like, that's pretty sick. It's probably worth like $7 on the marketplace.
Luke gets he looks at basketball cards like seriously, and like is like, this one's worth this much money, and I'm like, you gonna sell it? And he's like, no. I'm like,
All right.
okay. He's invested a lot into it.
Do you collect anything as a kid?
Pokemon cards or Bakugan.
Were you a
Oh,
Pokemon?
Bakugan.
I had the video game.
I had like
on the Wii.
I had like a tin.
I had a tin too,
Dude,
full of Bakugans.
So speaking of, we've talked about my friend Connor a lot, but he's like a big nerd. He went to a game store once and they were selling Bakugan, and he said, "Can I give you $200 for all the Bakugan you have?" And the guy was like, "Yeah." And so he has like a bulk amount of just random Bakugan that if he sold it like 10 cents a Bakugan, he'd be making like hundreds of dollars of profit. He just can't get any buyers. So he just has a ton of Bakugan.
It's not 2012 anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough, right?
That's the sad thing.
Bakugan was cool though.
Bakugan was
great.
fun.
It was the briefly Pokemon and then Beyblade and then Bakugan.
Beyblade.
I was
never into Beyblade.
I was never into Beyblade, but everyone else was, and I felt left out.
I would spin dice though.
You'd spin dice?
You ever have like dice that you would like just spin and like watch them, like you and your friends would like let them hit each other, like Beyblade before Beyblade was a thing?
No.
I did that often. I was a banger dice spinner back in the day.
Yeah.
Buddy. Were you a big Pokemon fan back in the day? Or slash now?
I had the cards, not now, but I had the cards, but I don't really think I knew what they stood for or what they did. I just wanted to buy them.
You didn't like
I was
play
like, Mom,
the
I need
games?
them. No.
Okay, for sure.
But like I needed the cards.
Right,
and I
that's
had like
What was
all
your
the
favorite?
cards lined up. I don't even know.
Did you know which one was like
I knew
good?
there were numbers at the top.
That's true. There were numbers.
And
at
I
the
was like,
top.
well, if
There are a lot of
there's this
numbers,
very
yeah.
high number, I'm not going to trade you. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Tough. You're like, this one's shiny. That's pretty cool.
Right? No, like
That's
I
what's up.
literally got them all the time.
That's so funny.
That's really
I wish I had them now though, because some of them are worth a lot of money.
Yeah, no, some of them really are.
Do you collect anything now? No? I collect pop tabs for 80 Pi because they donate them. I wasn't sure if you like.
Different. No.
Do you collect anything?
Yeah, I was like,
you garbage rustler? Like, I rummage through the dumpsters. Like, what do you
right,
mean?
no, I don't
I wasn't
think
sure
I
if
have
there
any
was anything.
collector's items.
Okay, I wasn't sure
Any
like basketball
trinkets?
jerseys or shoes or like.
I mean, I do have a lot of basketball shoes at home, so I guess you could say I collect them.
You posted
But do you
something-
go into it with a collection mindset?
No.
Then no.
No.
You
It's all
put
about
something on your
mindset.
story the other day, and it was like about like shoes for like something. It was
He's just stalking your story, man.
no, I'm not.
weird.
I
What
watched your story.
shoes did I?
It was like you were showing off like your shoes or something. Like, it wasn't you. It was like something like a
You were
promo
just
or something along those
bragging.
lines. It was something like very shoe related, and I was like, Bella came in wearing some absolute banger shoes last
Yeah, I
time.
don't have banger shoes on today, guys.
That's
Sorry.
fine.
But these
No.
are really comfortable. On Clouds are exceptionally comfortable.
I've heard good things about them.
Yeah, they're so comfortable. I'm trying to think of what shoes they were.
It wasn't like a specific shoe. It was like, oh gosh, you were nominated, or like maybe not nominated, but like selected as like somebody that was like gonna show off like something shoe related.
Oh, were we at the sneaker ball?
Maybe.
Okay, yeah. So like for athletics, we had Golden Doors, what they called the sneaker ball this year, and you wore like a dress and you wore like nice shoes. So I wore my Dunks.
Oh, okay,
and it was like
cool.
the spinning thing on my story.
Yes, that's what it was.
Okay.
I just remember I was seeing it and I was like, oh, shoe related. Bella.
No, yeah, I
shoes.
wore my colorful Dunks that day. So.
Wow. See, I remember things occasionally.
No, it took me a
It
second.
took you a while, but you remember.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely get there. So what is your favorite thing to do outside of sports?
Hang out with my friends.
Good.
Okay, honestly, I think my favorite thing that we do is go to dinners. We went to this restaurant called Noco. Have you ever heard of
Noco?
Noco?
Never heard
Oh
of
my
that.
god, it's in
like-
East Nashville. It was delicious.
Well, what kind of food was it?
It was kind of like, I want to say like Asian bistro kind of thing, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like we started with tuna with crispy rice, and then after that we got two other things. I don't remember the name of them, but then we got this like tomahawk steak, and it was
Okay.
amazing. No, you guys really should try the restaurant. It was so good.
Was it like really expensive or no?
It was pretty expensive, but the service was
That'd drain
so
my bank
good.
account.
We'll dine and dash.
No, no.
We'll leave a tip for the waiter though.
The service was so nice, and after they called me, like
They
a day
called
later, and
you?
they were like, "We just want to thank you guys so much for coming. Like, we really appreciate you guys taking the time to be there." I was like, "No, thank you."
Dude, you are on a roll.
I was like, at first I was like, "Oh my God, they're calling you. Did my card get declined? Like, do I need to go back?" Like,
You didn't pay.
right? Like, that's literally what I was worried about. And then they were
How
like,
did they have your number?
"Because I made a reservation,
okay.
but they're
Oh.
open table." So I didn't think they would like reach out and
Yeah, I
like,
was like, wow, that's.
and the dessert was
impressive.
great.
They're
too.
like,
What'd you have for dessert?
you.
They had great gelato, and then we had coconut cake, and I'm not a huge coconut girl,
person.
but it was so good.
I like coconut.
Do you
so-
like coconut?
Yeah.
I think dinner with my friends is like my
Good.
favorite thing. And I'm
Top
a
tier.
big foodie.
Are you okay?
Oh my God,
Are
huge
you?
foodie.
Do you like cooking as well?
No.
Okay, for sure. But like, what are your favorite
We eat.
restaurants around Nashville?
Okay, I love Bricktops,
Okay,
which is like, a West End favorite. Their steak and fries is like
top tier.
awesome. And then, what else? Have you guys ever been to Greco's?
I've not.
Recos?
Greco's is great.
Like
It's
geckos?
But Greco's.
But like with an R.
It's,
Yeah, that makes
it's,
sense.
it's Greek food.
Ah,
Mediterranean. It's great. That's also in East Nashville. What else do I like here? I kind of eat everything, so I'm not very hard to please, but I definitely am a huge foodie. Like, what places do you guys like? And I'll have to
We
put them
honestly
there.
just stick around like the Hillsborough area because
Okay.
we don't want to like eat. That's not on like the card.
I totally get that. My card money's gone.
My card money I ran out of yesterday or 2 days ago.
What about you?
Where'd you spend all your card money?
Whenever we got that Roma pizza a few nights ago.
That was it?
Yeah, that was the last of it. That was the last of it.
Nice.
The courts ran me
Does
dry.
card money run out at the end of the year, or does it carry over?
It runs out at the end of the year, but it goes between fall and spring semesters. It can
Okay.
carry over.
So the whole like.
Yeah, the whole academic
Right.
year. you
Okay.
have it.
Are you out of your money?
I have like $20 left.
You do?
Pizza for your birthday.
Let's go.
Yeah.
What a good friend.
The fraternity said they'd take it all, but they didn't. Losers. I beat them.
Yeah, no, Willem is committing fraud.
If they want $75, like, they could be like, hey, give us $75, but they won't. They don't have the balls to do it.
You're the vice president. So
They don't have the
Right.
balls to do it.
You're gonna be like, oh,
I
I should be
saved
doing
them
that.
$1,600 this semester. I think they'll be fine.
Oh my god.
I put that on my resume.
Did you really?
I did. I applied to a job and I'm like, I saved like whatever, like 10% of our budget.
Wow.
Yeah, we have
That's
savings for the first time ever.
That's awesome.
me.
Good job.
Thank you. They dogged me out. I'm like,
They're like, we're impeaching you, and you're like, look at what I've done.
they voted to impeach me twice in one day. Not like
They
literally.
should have taken the budget.
Can we
I'm
start
like-
extorting?
Dude, I had the card.
Why don't we extort more? We're actually very honest here on Show Em The Dore.
To all future employers that may be watching this, I have never extorted money from Beta Upsilon Chi Fraternity Incorporated. There has never
Are
been
they
an instance
incorporated?
where Yeah, we're incorporated. All fraternities are incorporated.
I didn't know.
We're coming back on campus next year.
You guys got kicked off campus?
In like 2011, we left campus. Yeah, it was a circumstance. It was a circumstance.
They all say.
Yeah,
It was a circumstance.
It was like when you resign, like
right after this.
Right.
Yeah. We'll talk about it after the pod.
What'd you say?
So we'll talk about it after the pod.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, it's not bad, and it like wasn't real, you know. It wasn't like the usual stuff fraternities get kicked off for. And now after 3 years of trying, the dean was like, yeah, sure. So they're opening a extended period of application for us to get on, and we'll be IFC. So we'll be a real fraternity. So I can no longer say, yeah, I'm in a fraternity. It's off campus. You don't know what it is.
That's fair.
And I'll be like, I'm in that new one that no one knows of. They're like, that one.
Oh, Christian.
There's
one.
another fraternity that got kicked off.
Yeah.
Sig Chi.
Sig Chi got kicked off.
But like, I
Very
feel like
different
theirs
reasons.
was for, like,
Yeah, probably like.
I know Phi Psi is back, and all the Sig Chi guys went to Phi Psi.
I'm not really a Greek life guy.
Me neither.
You're not Greek? Well, you're not a guy.
Well, I mean,
Greek life gal?
yeah.
Yeah, no.
Frat parties are really, really lame.
Your parties are really lame. I went to one of them.
I walked
You
in
to
one
one?
and walked it right out.
Oh my gosh. I went to a Pike party. It was muggy, and the wall was like a mirror, and it was all fogged up. And I'm like, it smells like vomit. This is the worst experience ever. I hate this place.
That
my
sounds so
God.
great.
It was horrible. It was really, really, really bad.
That is bad.
Yeah.
Oof.
Anyways.
We're dissing on frats today. Hold on, going back to the
real list.
my mom was, I was like, Mom, you know, I was thinking things, I was like, do you have anything to ask Bella? She sends me all this stuff
Aww.
about like what to ask you. So shout out my mom, thank you so much. She was like,
Yeah,
this is
Thank
okay.
you.
So this one was, next year is her last year. What are her goals / hopes for her last season?
Okay, so next year is my last year, but I do have another year of eligibility
Are you
after.
gonna use it?
I would love to use it here, if I can. So I'd love to do that.
Is there where you may not? Is it like a grad thing?
It's like if my coach wants me to come back, kind
Sure,
of.
sure,
thing.
sure. Yeah.
So with that, and then
That
like
makes
with like their scholarships and all that.
I didn't know
so-
how the
The
grad
numbers.
trip worked.
Yeah. So I'd do like a 1-year grad program
Okay.
here, which
What
would
would you
be
get?
like ideal.
That would be amazing. Yeah,
I
of
don't
course.
know yet.
Interesting.
Maybe
You
An
get a
MBA.
I would love that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So we'll see.
Monkey Basketball Association.
So, but my goals would probably just be to expand my role and to like do as much as I can to help the new kids who are coming in and to try to just make the culture as good as it can
Step
be.
into like
before.
that really big leader
Right.
role.
Right.
Set a
Because
good
like I
example.
am like a vocal leader for sure, but I'd kind of
Really?
like to, yeah. Yeah.
I guess.
So I'd like to just keep incorporating that into my game and help people around me.
Nice.
Like the old man Vince Carter of the women's basketball team.
Old man Vince Carter. I didn't expect to hear that today. What do
Do
you
you have a
think is
better
the biggest
example?
challenge facing student athletes today?
It's a loaded question.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good question.
From
though.
my mother. herself.
Biggest problem for student athletes today is definitely from a mental health standpoint.
Oh, we can get into the mental health side of things and then talk about last
So I think that that's definitely the hardest part because I feel like even from a coach's point of view or staff, like I feel like no one really understands until they're in our shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And even if they have been a player before, and it's like I feel like it's way different,
Different game
now.
now.
And it just like you have to learn how to handle a lot, and you have to learn how to not let things get under your skin or not let like if I have a bad practice or a bad game, like I can't be like the world's collapsing, this is it, what's going on, how do I help myself, and then you dig yourself into a deeper and deeper hole. So at least for me to get over that, I've just like really focused on embracing the little things and like the small victories or like having fun with stuff like this or like I don't know, just making every day
Yeah.
fun and like
So,
not so hard on myself.
speaking on mental health a little bit, because this is my immersion project, what would you say, like obviously you've been an athlete your whole life, and
Right.
so you've, I'm sure, had ups and downs when it comes to mental health. What would you say are, other than, you know, just finding like little things in terms of joy, like what have you done to like really battle through those like lower moments? If you had.
So we used to have a sports psych that like used to like be around our team all the time, and I talked to her a lot my sophomore year.
What's her name, Willem?
Her name?
Willem has her
she's
number.
with the football team. Unless she's with everybody, it's Kayleen Curry.
Oh no,
Someone else. I told you.
We had someone named Ricky.
Okay.
But she's not here anymore. Like, she's still like alive, but she's like not like Vanderbilt.
She's not with us.
Sorry.
She's not with us.
Okay. She's not at Vanderbilt anymore. But no, she was great. And then like, again, really just like really leaning in on my friends to help me out and like talk things through. I have like pretty bad anxiety.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't give me anxious vibes.
Yeah, no, I'm a very anxious person, but I've been doing a lot better.
Let's
So
go.
it's great.
I would have expected you to be like more shy.
No, so anxious vibes, but like I've definitely leaned on my friends a lot to help me through that. And then there was actually one thing that really helps when you're feeling down as an athlete, specifically performance-wise, is to like watch an old game of you in high school, or like watch yourself do something that you've practiced so many times and you know you're good at, but like, oh wow, I did that. So like doing that when I was like at a low like performance-wise was definitely something that.
Is that something you'd recommend to other?
Oh, for sure. And like definitely just like it helps to talk to someone, even if it's not like your friends. If you actually like are not doing okay, like talking to a therapist isn't the end of the world. No. Like it's honestly just a rant session for you, and like it's
true. That's that's what this podcast is, honestly.
No,
it's a
like,
rant session. Yeah.
So
what do you say is your biggest piece of advice for girls looking to get into like college sports and like that whole thing? And that doesn't have to be like necessarily from a mental health perspective.
Right.
But, like,
my biggest piece of advice would be to have balance.
Between?
Everything.
Okay.
You need to have balance.
Stand on one leg every day.
It's literal. Yeah, no, it's just like it's just like everybody I've seen can't balance, and like that needs to happen.
Right. If you can't close your eyes and balance on one leg, like quit college sports.
Like, if you can't complete a field sobriety,
walk around with a book on your head. Walking that line.
But definitely like balance, like sports, school, social life. Like I feel like a lot of times, specifically athletes, they're like, I need to be really good at my sport. I don't have time for school. I don't have time for my friends. I don't have time for this or that. And like that's not the way to go, because if you put all of your eggs in this basket and you start underperforming or like feel pressures and don't know what to do, you're gonna be like, well, this is all I have. Yeah. Now what?
Do you think that that's even like particularly worsened by the fact, like, you think there's more pressure, I guess a better way to say it, because like it's like women's sports and like the added pressure that comes with that?
I'd say so. There is definitely some added pressures just to like, because you want to perform so well to kind of like bring viewership up, and like you want people to be like, wow. Have a chip on your shoulder. Right, for sure. That makes sense. But like that helps. I'd say like me, like I like that, you know, like it's like a challenge. Like I wouldn't say so much pressure from that. I'd say there's just more pressure in my head from me.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, you heard it first, ladies that are trying to get into college sports. Have a lot of balance.
On one foot.
Physically.
One foot.
Mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I don't know.
You be.
Let's see what else. Okay, so we talked about rituals earlier in the podcast, and I forgot to give the subsequent question because my mom sent me this big of a message about things. She also forgot that it was gushers. She said, other than eating 3, in parentheses, fruit by the foot or something, what other rituals did you have before/during a game? You talked about napping. What do the other teammates do? What is the strangest ritual you've ever seen?
What do my other teammates do? Well, I'm napping for a lot of the time that they're doing their rituals.
You hear about it.
I know that Sasha like watches a movie and like sits in the Normatex before the game. But I'm trying to think
like
of
a specific kind of movie, do you know? Or is it just like...
God, with Sasha, who knows?
Her mom followed the Show Em The Dore.
Really? She did.
Yeah, like right before this podcast.
Her mom is so cute.
Dude.
I'm trying to think of the weirdest ritual. I know Ryan puts her left shoe on first, and that's kind of weird. What?
I'm trying to think of if I put them on.
I put my right foot on, my right shoe on first.
You put your right foot on?
Yeah.
I put my
you pop the feet on
I like
every day?
wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh,
like,
let me tie these in. Right.
Yeah, it's like, oh, which feet am I going to go with today?
Right.
Which, Lego person.
Like, I don't want to go to practice, I just don't tie them on. So.
You're like, nah, coach, I got no feet.
Right. It works every time.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, I don't know. I don't know if I do a specific one.
I feel like because I'm right hand dominant, I do my right.
Yeah. But I feel like no, I definitely do put my right one on first, actually.
What hand do you brush your teeth with?
Right.
I switch.
Really? That's weird.
If it's over here, I have it here. If it's over here, I have it here.
Oh, you switch mid-brush?
Yeah.
It depends on your side, yeah.
I
make
You
a
do
point
too?
to try to use my left hand.
I feel like I'm going to try to use it too.
Because I'm like, I want to know if I can like get really proficient.
I need to get more coordination.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would like to have my left hand on.
As I was like training basketball this last summer with Whit, if you remember, I talked to you about that. I know you don't know him, but he's my friend. We play basketball.
No, she knows.
Yeah, she knows everything.
She knows
Sorry,
it all.
it's
I
omniscient.
know you have
Bella.
dinner from 6 to 8 with 9 people.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. Exactly.
10 if you count the professor.
But
And his
thing-
lovely wife.
Yeah,
So lovely.
and it's lovely.
Dogs,
of course.
12.
Dogs.
Dogs are one person, but so many dogs equals one human. I was working on like developing a left hand because like I was like the classic undersized post because I was like big as a kid, and now I'm like I don't have guard skills, and so I'm trying to like develop a left hand. And he was like, what you need to do every single day is brush your teeth and brush your hair with your left hand. And I said, why? Because that's kind of weird. And he was like, it's just like little things that like help you develop your coordination in your left hand that you can do. Like you're already doing it every day, so might as well.
I feel like I'm going to try that.
Yeah, and like I tried brushing my hair with my left hand. I couldn't do it. Like I was sitting here and I'm like it was just
yeah.
It was just like it was so
It's a
not
direction.
it was so not
That is
natural.
weird. Or even like brushing my teeth.
Yeah, no. And so I've worked on
It's
brushing
really
my
odd,
teeth.
actually.
But brushing my hair is something that I have to do. I also, whenever I cook, I stir with my left hand because I've always done that, actually. I've never held to one hand as I've stirred.
Really?
You know, Michael Conley's right-handed, but he plays basketball with his left.
You know that Tua's right-handed, but he throws with his left because he was trained as a kid that way?
Wow.
You know, Chris was left-handed, but then his grandma was like, no!
I think I was left-handed and then my parents switched me. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Switched at birth.
Switched at birth. The real Bella LaChance
Right.
elsewhere. That's
About to get those back to the basics, getting the left hand in there. Back to your roots.
Dang. But yeah, no, I definitely do want to develop a left hand. Maybe I'll do that when I'm on the practice team.
Intramural sports. Are you allowed to play them?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Really?
I don't think so.
Would you join our basketball team if you could?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's go. Did we talk about the favorite place that you had ever played other than Memorial last time?
Yes.
Okay, we did. I didn't know if favorite place she's ever been was that or just what is your favorite place you've ever like traveled to or like experienced, I guess is a better place.
That's a good question because I really haven't traveled a ton. Like, I've traveled places for basketball.
Yeah, of course.
I love Chicago.
Really?
That was
Chi-town.
one of my top places I've ever been, but I feel like when I go to Greece, I think
That
I'll
might
just
take
take
the
the
cake.
cake.
Yeah.
Well,
Hard to
then
compete.
I'm going to Italy with my team in August.
Right, you
So
told us
it'll
about
be
that.
competition.
I gotta join the
Greece.
team by then.
Yeah, we got to join the practice
You guys
team. by
better
then.
get on it,
Yeah.
right?
I don't
So,
imagine they take the practice team with them.
No.
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 Definitely.
So I have to join the real team.
Yeah.
So I have to really impress at practice. And then be like,
Yeah, we got 8 minutes.
I'll just dunk on you guys.
I feel like I'll literally be so excited for Italy.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be great.
Like,
It's so exciting for
I
you.
know.
Do you know where you're going in Italy? Or
I know. I'm pretty sure we're doing Rome. We're doing the Amalfi Coast. We're doing
Amalfi Coast?
where?
Oh, the Amalfi Coast. I feel like that's like such a place that people are like, oh, I vacation on the Amalfi
Right.
Coast.
Or
a
on
great
the
place.
Amalfi.
Yeah, and I'm like,
You cut off the coast, and that's how you have it
Right,
really
right. That's
pretentious.
how you
like,
know
yeah,
that
yeah,
their money grows on trees.
they're like, after Aspen, we go to the
Amalfi, and then we stop by Santorini.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then we
You know, we just have a.
Wow, rich people were
we-
nuts. I don't. I wish I had money.
and then we own the Bahamas. Like, it's
Yeah, like,
all of
it's
them.
a family.
Right.
I'm Mr. Bahama.
right.
Tommy.
Yeah, I
Tommy,
was call me.
Tommy.
I call you Tommy.
Okay, really random thing. Men's basketball, the Maui Invitational Tournament. The full name of it is the Maui Jim Maui Invitational.
I did not know
I
that.
didn't know that
Because
either.
the company that sponsors it is Maui Jim.
Maui.
It's Maui Jim. Wait,
Maui
is it
Jim.
Jim
It's
as in the name or
Jim
G
as in the
Y
name.
M?
Like J-I-M.
Oh.
So
I
Maui
was
Jim,
thinking
they make like
G-Y-M.
sunglasses and
I was
stuff
thinking
like that.
gymnasium.
Yeah, no.
Mr.
Maui
Gymnasium.
Jim.
Can I call you Maui?
Yes. So they sponsor it, and it's in Maui, so they call it the Maui Jim Maui Invitational Tournament, which I hate. Because
Yeah,
why?
I don't.
disgusting.
That
Why do you
makes-
have 2 of the Maui? We
No,
understand
yeah,
where it is. Everyone
right.
knows. Like, it's
Yeah,
not. I don't know. It really bugs me.
I think
But
they should add another
Italy's
Maui,
lovely.
actually.
Maui?
Italy, the name is perfect.
Italy,
Yeah.
it's great, actually, I'd say.
You bet.
I do say so myself. No, I wish.
So
I
I'm-
almost studied abroad. I almost studied abroad. Alas.
Chance.
Let's reminisce for a second while
Right.
he's over there.
Could've,
Shoulda,
would've,
coulda,
should've. Actually, won't. Not would've. My girlfriend's abroad this semester, so if I was abroad next semester, that'd be terrible.
Yeah,
So
that'd
no
be
Italy
great
for
you
me.
guys.
One day.
You better hope you never break up and then you regret it.
Thank you, Willem.
Sowing
I-
seeds of doubt in there.
Really appreciate that
Yeah,
there.
it's like, yeah,
No,
when you guys
okay.
break up on August 23rd, 2024.
You don't get to go on your trip
Damn.
abroad.
So, she lives
I
in
wish the
Chicago.
best
Thank
for
you, I
you.
appreciate that. She lives in Chicago, and I'm visiting her in May.
This May.
Yes,
Okay.
and I bought a
Like
ticket
5
in
days
December,
from now.
and it's like non-refundable. And my mom's like, "Better hope she doesn't dump you." And I'm like,
I also think it's funny that it's not only insinuating a breakup, but like that she dumps him
Right.
as if he's like.
"Yeah, it's insane."
His mother also said he couldn't take care of a plant.
The plant is doing very well.
What kind of plant?
Plantonio.
Plantonio, he's a little succulent.
I love a succulent.
So do I.
I thought a lot of succulents don't need much work.
That's
don't.
that's why it was so
My mom
insulting.
just doesn't believe in me. It's absurd. She sees you on one podcast
I
and
was
she's
gonna say,
like,
your mom
"Oh,
believes in
Bella,"
me.
and I'm like, "Thanks, mom. Yeah, I can. The plant is fine.
the
The
plant.
succulent
The
is
succulent
fine.
is fine,
The
mom."
succulent is not only fine, but prospering and in a new mug.
Mug?
We're gonna cut this out. It's a surprise. You fool!
That's a surprise?
Yes.
For who?
My girlfriend.
Oh,
It's her
sorry.
plant. So,
Nobody informed me that was a surprise.
have you told Brooke about this?
No.
I was gonna say I'll kill you.
I don't talk to Brooke about that. Okay, I'm sorry.
She's gonna dump you because it has a new mug.
Yeah, she's like,
No,
I like
think
that
it would
mug.
be good. Well, it was in an espresso glass, and so I got a new succulent, and I put the little one in the espresso glass.
How was I supposed to know that this was a secret?
I thought I told you about
You
it.
did not, or else I wouldn't have said it on the podcast. I don't want to.
Now
cut
the
again.
banter that we've had about it like feels fun, so I feel like I don't want to cut it out. But she's gonna watch this because she does actually.
We'll talk.
Really?
I love you, Brooke.
We'll talk.
Aw.
We'll talk.
When did you guys
Are we cutting that out
say-
too?
When did you guys say I love you?
October 16th.
No, I meant like how deep in.
Well, doing some math here. 16.
Why did you do that?
24 days?
What?
I did the math in my head.
Okay, in fairness,
We talked all summer. Like it was a
Did you
whole...
say it first?
Yeah. Come on now.
I'm a person that says I love you quick. I feel like it's a, if you know kind of thing.
That's fair.
You shouldn't waste that time. You know.
That's fair.
What's your thought on the I love you timeline?
I mean, yours is pretty early, but like, Brooke, you're great. I'm just saying. Like, I don't know.
You're like, I doubt your love.
I've never had a boyfriend, so I don't know.
Really.
But like, I tell my friends I love them. I tell my family I love them all
Yeah.
the time.
I feel like that's different.
I feel like
It
Like
is
I tell
different.
Chris I love him every
Right.
night.
No, it definitely is
right before
different,
he
but I
kisses
don't.
me goodnight.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I've never been in a relationship, so I don't know. But I'd probably say like.
So we'll
2 to
see.
3 months.
Take your bets. When she gets in a relationship,
Yeah.
we'll be
When
keeping up
will
with
he
this.
tell me he loves me?
Or will you tell him you love him first?
No.
Maybe he'll wait and you'll be
Really?
like,
it's a hard no.
No.
no, absolutely not.
Well, not absolutely, but like.
Well, what
a
if you love
majority.
him? Don't you want him to know?
Yeah, but like, if I love him, he should love me.
That's true.
I feel like in every relationship I've ever. Are we cutting this?
No, we have to
This
keep
is
it.
Are we
content.
cutting any of this?
No, we're cutting none of it. I'm just gonna tell her.
Okay.
She also has
I'm
been like
sorry.
texting me, like, send me a picture of the plant. Because
I'm-
evidently she doesn't believe me either.
I'm sorry.
And so
I didn't mean to ruin
yesterday,
your surprise.
she said, send me a picture of the plant. And I'm like, it's in a new place, I can't. So I just
You
was like,
just
yeah.
look for the mug. Just send a picture of the plant. Do I have to explain? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so just real quick, we're gonna talk about
So I have to.
every relationship I've ever been in. It's always been like the I love yous have always been like really awkward almost
Okay.
because it's like it's like we both know that like it's about to be said, but then it's like you never know who like wants to say it first or something like
Like the
that.
first time you mean?
Yeah, like the
Okay.
first time. It's been like, gosh, I don't. in fairness, like my first girlfriend I ever had, not Kenzie because that was like barely a girlfriend, but Kelly. A lot of K's.
I had Kelly.
Yeah.
We all had Kelly. We saw Kelly a couple weeks ago.
Dude, that was not a great time. It was like I had been friends with her for like over a year. So like I totally loved her in like that way because I love my friends. So I tell them I love them. And so like that one wasn't bad, but every other one was like, it was always like, I got something to tell you. And it was something stupid. It was something stupid like that. And it was,
oh my gosh.
It was corny, I'll be real. But it was sweet.
Corny.
And it was like a very like, I don't know, it was like almost awkward in a way, but like.
Right, but I feel like that's normal.
Yeah, it's like, it's hard, it's almost like hard to, like I remember.
I feel like it's like hard to like put into words.
I got my feet
what
kicking.
leads up to it. You know, like,
yeah.
I love you.
Yeah, it's like, well,
so
you make me
so
yeah, I'm over here like, but,
picking his feet up on the bed.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
bro.
Chris. That's what he does.
First time I remember, I tossed my phone across the room and I was like.
You said over text the first time?
But this was one. Yeah, it was rough. It was rough.
If a dude texts you, says no.
Okay, that's.
Unless it was like long distance, you know what I mean?
That was with Olivia.
But if we're living a mile, a couple minutes apart, and you have to text me and tell me you love me. No.
It was.
You ain't got the balls to tell it to her face.
I did tell it to her face.
First thing. Though.
Well, no, technically.
You broke the ice via the phone?
Technically before. But I didn't remember because I was half asleep.
I'm not even sure what we're talking about now. We talking about Olivia?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like half asleep.
Olivia was
apparently
on the podcast.
I said it.
She made your shirt.
She
did. Which
is,
yeah.
Thank you.
We're never getting more shirts made.
She blocked me on everything and stuff, so I don't imagine she's.
But we still have her Netflix.
We do have her Netflix. Thanks.
She broke. Chris is up.
She broke. I'm up for real. She's actually in a relationship now. So.
Already?
With her roommate.
Okay, we're not trying to air out all the dirty laundry by any means. We can talk about this after the podcast.
Yeah, my mom was like, I knew it.
We can talk about this after the podcast.
This is why we have this platform, Chris. This is why we have viewership.
I don't. I'm not trying to air people's dirty laundry.
That's not dirty laundry.
I mean,
it's clean.
That's great.
Yeah, it's just laundry.
It wasn't the best moment of my life.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Well,
at least you can say you got through it.
True. I am definitely up on the other side of it. That's great.
I was wrong. I didn't first say I love you to Buck on the 16th. It was the
one track mind.
The night. Hold on, 16th. The 19th. The 16th was when Olivia dumped you.
He just has this in his mind.
I do.
He also didn't call me that day.
I have associations.
I was so upset, and I was driving home.
I was on a date.
Man, your best friend and almost brother at this
Dinner
point.
and a show here.
Yeah, almost brother is like, I'm out of a year and a half relationship. I'm tore up, and I'm like, and you're over here like, sorry, bruh.
I'm at an art museum, and I'm like,
can't call me for 5 minutes. SMH my head.
I do feel really bad about that. And I apologize to him later, and I was like, oh, he'll get you about it for like a month.
Yeah, no, he told me. He had like a big apology for it. And
I have a lot of big apologies.
You tell him you loved him after that.
I always tell him I love him.
We had this whole talk one time where I was like, asking Willem to tell me if he ever saw like red flags.
Oh my gosh, we're not gonna talk about that.
No, we are, because I have like rose-tinted glasses in relationships. Like when I'm in a relationship with somebody, I think that they are the most perfect individual ever, and they can do no wrong. And so I'm like, Willem, you have to tell me if there are red flags, because I won't see them. And he was like, I don't know if I can be the best person to do that for you. And I was like, Willem, you are the best scout there is. I was like, you know me better than. I'm tearing up. I was like, you know me more than anybody else in the whole world.
He made me sob.
Dude, I did, because I was like, you know me best than anybody in the whole world, and it breaks my heart when you say you don't. And
no, it
was something like that.
It was like I was doubting myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not a good judge of character. I don't know, blah, 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 whatever. I was dogging myself out, and you're like, Willem, you're great, blah, blah, blah. And it breaks my heart that you don't think so. And I'm like, it was really bad.
It was true.
That's very sentimental.
It was. It was nice. You know that I've written his best man speech already?
Really?
I wrote his, and it was exactly.
He just copied mine, just to be clear, and then presented it before me in a communications
class.
And
I cried in the class. I gave the thing and cried, and I got 100%.
Yeah, and then I had to copy it. I went immediately after.
You're like, this is gonna sound very similar, and
because
the teacher
he copied it from me.
So like,
who was the teacher?
ML Sendos.
Mary Lynn. I love her so much.
Have you not heard her?
Have you taken argumentation and debate?
No.
Take it second semester next year. I'm going to take it.
We're all going to take it.
Yeah, but I don't know if I like to argue.
Okay, then
What?
be on my team.
We're Italian.
I know, but like in a class, it's nerve-wracking.
Then you
got it.
And there's rules.
Be on our team. We'll talk about it. Over time, we'll get you to
What classes do you take next semester?
I'm taking histories of communications with Courtney Travers. Some soccer class. That's a communications class.
Okay.
I want to take sociology through baseball so bad.
I'm taking nutrition. I'm taking... What else am I taking? Oh, some like gender sex class. It's supposed to be easy. There's like 100 of those at Vanderbilt. And
Yeah,
then...
they got the sex class.
No, they do. And then
Some lab component.
some like...
That was a slant headline.
Some like film class.
Film class?
Where you watch movies.
Tough.
Nice.
I'm like really ahead, so I'm just like
Taking whatever. You should
Yeah.
take intermediate Italian and do the Italian minor.
But I feel like I missed my calling with the Italian minor. How much time do you need to do it?
Have you taken 1101 and 1102?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then you can do it.
How many classes do I need to take though?
5.
Oh, that's not bad.
I'm doing it all this next year.
Oh, okay.
I'm taking Dante's Divine Comedy and
Dante's Divine Comedy? It's a powerful name. I know, I've heard of it, but like
it's
still.
Dante's Inferno. I don't know why they call it Divine Comedy. But taking those 2, and then next semester, or the semester after, I have to take like conversation and like more difficult seeming classes. But like, it's easy. It's an easy minor.
That's fair.
I have to take 4 hours second semester of senior year to graduate.
I have to take 4 hours every semester for this year and next year. And the year before. I could graduate right now.
Why didn't you graduate early?
I don't want to.
Understandable.
Yep.
It's a college.
And now my mom's like, why aren't you graduating? And I'm like, I'm sorry, Mom, I don't want to be an adult.
You want to take another year. It's fine. Wow.
Anyways, we've gone through a lot.
I know.
I feel like this is a
Yeah.
bonding experience. Like,
This
I
was
know
a
all of
great
us better.
experience, I know.
Wow.
I'm trying to think of other... I'm sure I have something else on the note.
If you weren't a basketball player, what is your dream job? Or like your dream... What's your dream? What do you dream about?
I feel like my dream...
You dream?
I dream every night, usually.
Every night?
Usually, and I remember a lot
Dude,
of them.
I'm jealous.
No,
I used to
dream all
dream
the time.
so much.
No, I dream all the time. My dream was to play college basketball, so...
So what's next?
I don't know.
WNBA?
Gotta figure that out.
I don't know.
Heard it here first.
I don't know what I want to do next.
Would you ever want to coach?
So,
You said
I
you were
did
coach.
want to...
You did.
I thought about it, but then I'm like, do I kind of want to like do something else? You know, I've been doing this forever. Like, maybe I want to learn about something else. But then I thought about I'd be a great commentator.
You would be such a
I'd
good player.
kill it on the commentating scale.
Oh, jeez.
And I'd be funny too. Like, I'd be good. So, I don't know. And I have a communications, I'm going to have one, even though
Yeah.
this communications is not like
The same.
as other schools, you know what I mean? Where it's like, there's no really journalism or like commentating, stuff like
Right,
that.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
like, no one's going to know that.
No, it says
You
communications.
see a Vanderbilt communications degree.
They're
They're
gonna
like,
be like,
like,
oh
oh,
my
you
god.
play college basketball? You can do it.
Right, exactly.
I want to be a commentator so bad.
So
too.
I feel like I'd be good at that. Or just like something with people I'd be good at. I don't know.
A job with people.
Well,
One of the many.
no, like,
She's gonna be a pimp.
like working with people.
Working with people.
Wow, right here.
But
My
we'll
aunt
see.
watches this.
Aunt Cheryl.
Aunt Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Great Aunt Cheryl.
Nope, great Uncle Tony.
Anyways, sorry, I just said something bad. We had to cut that part. I forgot if I said something on or off the podcast, so we're gonna have to. Anyways,
The old.
the old snip.
Yeah.
So, wow, boy, am I bad at this.
I think 4 seasons in, we would be all right.
You'd think maybe I'm past my prime.
No.
We're looking for a replacement. We actually aren't. I'm gonna give it to my younger brother,
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
passing Show Em The Dore down after next time.
Really?
Anthony Azzinnaro. The Italianism is gonna go away,
I have to find another kid with Conway so I can give him my pullover.
or something close enough. Like starts with the C.
So you have like the shirts. We have like sweatshirts.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's really cool.
We match some days accidentally, and I'm like, oh,
I'm like, one of us has to change.
one of us has to change.
That's what my roommate says to me. And she's like, you're changing. And I'm like, okay. You win.
Oh my lord. Do you have any pets?
Mm-mm.
Do you want any pets?
I'd love a dog, but not yet. Like after college.
Well, yeah.
When like my life is, when I get it all
Settle
figured
down,
out,
get a
right?
dog.
My commentating career.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
I don't have time for a dog.
Right.
Exactly. You're always
Yeah.
speaking.
Right.
You know?
It's
They
gonna be
drink
like
a
a
lot of
Hallmark
tea,
movie.
keep the voice good.
Like lemon water and stuff.
Exactly, yeah. You just can't, you don't talk to people the rest of the day. You're like,
No.
I'm saving my voice for commentating.
The games tonight, I can't.
This Christmas can the big city commentator get stuck in, it's like a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
I love Hallmark.
Hallmark movies are
The
like,
Christmas
That makes
one?
sense.
that's right.
Oh,
So
you did
good.
say the Hallmark movie when you, that makes sense. That's why I knew. That makes sense. Because I was like, that just makes so much sense for you. And I'm like, why do
Well,
I know that?
it's because she already said it.
Yeah, it's because you told us.
Oh.
Hallmark
Oh,
movies are odd, man.
this is what I want to talk about. Because I remember, like, the thing is, like, you'll say something, and I'll be on the pod, dang it. But you'll say something, and I'll be like, oh, I can't wait to transition to this. And then you'll say something else really interesting, and then I completely lose track of
We
the
gotta
first
take
thing.
notes.
But so this is about, like, the foodie, like, going back,
Oh, okay.
Food.
a while ago, me and my friends created a fast food tier list. Thank you. It is like, it was a conglomerate of like 6 people.
Okay.
And we all had equal vote, except we each had one veto, where we could veto something up or down tiers. And we created a monstrous tier list of fast food. So what would you say is in your like S tier fast food?
My favorite fast food. Okay, but what do you guys consider fast food? Because like
Anything with a drive-through generally.
Okay.
Plus a couple of extras. Like I would consider Waffle House fast food.
Yes, but like I wouldn't consider Chipotle fast food.
I think Chipotle's in there though.
It was on the list.
I think it's like
I think
Chipotle
so,
and it's like fast food and fast food adjacent things.
Okay.
We did have a tier that was like strictly not fast food though, because they had like Buffalo Wild Wings in there.
I wouldn't say that one.
That's not a
No.
fast food. They also had like PF Chang's. Like that's not a, that's
definitely
strictly
not
not a
fast
fast
food.
food. Anyway,
No.
but so
What's PF stand for?
I
Phineas
don't
and
know.
Ferb.
Phineas and Ferb Chang's.
My favorite fast food is places Chick-fil-A.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
What do you get?
I get, it depends how I'm feeling, but the grilled nuggets are actually good. And
True.
I
Grilled
don't
nuggets are
love
good.
grilled chicken if it's not like seasoned right, but Chick-fil-A does a pretty good job. And then obviously the waffle fries and their Oreo shake. Oh my God, no.
Cookies and
Their
Crunch things.
their shake, the peppermint shake is amazing.
Oh, the peppermint in the winter?
Yes.
It's good.
I get that like multiple
They
times.
gave promos
It's
for
so
like free
good.
ones at my high school because it was and so like people would just drop them and I'd pick them up, right? And I would go get peppermint shakes.
They're so good. And then they also
Are you a chocolate gal?
no.
Okay, never mind then.
Like chocolate as a flavor or chocolate as like chocolates?
That was my question.
More chocolate as a flavor, because I don't mind a Twix or a Kit Kat, but like
I don't mind a
I'd never get like a chocolate shake or even a chocolate cake.
I would never get a chocolate shake. What I haven't eaten a shake from Chick-fil-A in a long time because I've been on the cut.
But on the,
Yeah, I mean like
I didn't mean to flex.
oh
my
shit,
God.
the gun show, Jesus. Is that registered?
It's an open carry state.
Yeah, it's oh shoot, you're right, my bad.
No long sleeves.
But I would always get the cookies and cream shake, but you could do a thing called add chocolate, and it's like I don't know if it's chocolate syrup or something
See,
like
I can
that.
rock with some chocolate syrup.
And it added like 30 cents, but it was like really,
oh my God,
really good.
I might have to go get that
you have
tonight.
to try it. Yeah.
I might go get that tonight.
As you should.
Oh man, I'm in the mood for Chick-fil-A. Anyway, sorry. Continue. Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
That's your number one.
My number one. Okay, I don't eat it a lot, but I still really love McDonald's.
McDonald's has a place. I think it was A tier on our list.
Okay.
You can't go wrong. What do you
because-
get?
I'm gonna pull it
Double
up.
cheeseburger or quarter pounder
There we go.
and fries, and then sweet and sour sauce.
I've never had the sweet and sour sauce.
Sweet
The sweet and sour sauce is alright.
Bussin'.
The rhyme zone for
Rhyme zone. This is how we write music.
it was in.
Full of rhyme zones. See what happens.
It was in this one.
So we're gonna take an intermission here while he finds.
Well,
the
no, you
little
could
thing.
talk about something while I
Guess
bring it
what?
up.
What?
Chicken butt.
I found it.
The intermission is now over.
So this was our tier list.
Okay.
The computer's making another appearance.
Okay, I'm gonna go through all these and tell you guys what I like, what I don't like.
I hope you do.
Good.
We also did
Okay.
with drinks.
Really?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
It's been a.
Oh, that one was passionate.
That one was passionate.
Okay, honestly, I don't love Zaxby's.
Oh, Campbell's gonna die.
Campbell is gonna die. I don't like
That's
that.
I've never been to Panda Express.
never been to Panda.
I've never
Express.
been to Bojangles. Domino's is
mid.
fire.
Domino's
The thin crust pepperoni, extra crispy, fire.
Okay, so that's a stand-in for Cane's.
This one?
Yeah.
Love Cane's. Cane's
Cane's?
is pretty good.
They opened up the Canes.
They did?
Yeah,
They have one here.
There's one.
They have one here in town.
10
Is it
minutes
the
ago.
one near Target?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was open.
We saw it going to Target, and I'm like,
Oh.
we had no time.
Okay, In-N-Out, fire. I like
In-N-Out's
In-N-Out
pretty
more
good.
than Cane's.
I've never been to In-N-Out.
Okay, I went for the
In-N-Out's
first
pretty
time in
good.
Vegas, and In-N-Out was better than
Was it-
Cane's. I mean,
really?
not the same food,
No,
burgers and
but
stuff, but you know what I mean, fast
better
food.
I had
quality.
it in Texas.
Okay, Wingstop, I used to love, but have you guys ever been to Strikeout Wings here?
No.
You have to go.
either.
69-cent Tuesdays. Yep,
Really?
so good.
Where is it?
I know it's called the Mariachi Plaza,
Okay.
kind of
I'll
near the
figure it out.
Nashville Zoo. It's great.
Hey.
Mellow Mushroom, I had their pizza one time, and then like I had the stomach bug, so I just can't
Ew.
associate. Wendy's is mid. Very
Really?
mid.
Wendy's
No.
is better than McDonald's.
I think Wendy's is one of the best fast food burger places.
Nukes, I really like
Banger.
Nukes, but they took away my favorite item my freshman year, and I don't remember what it was, but it was great, whatever it was. They don't have it anymore.
That's sad.
What is this one?
That's
Five
Five
Guys. Burgers are good, fries are mid.
True. you get so
Chipotle.
many.
And it's so expensive.
Went to Chipotle today, no complaints. Their vinaigrette's awesome.
Have you tried the chicken al pastor? It's good.
I'll have to try it. Taco Bell, big Crunchwrap girl. Big Crunchwrap girl. Can't go wrong. P.F. Chang's, I like P.F. Chang's too.
That's in the not fast food, if you can.
Okay. Buffalo Wild Wings, I don't want Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings are not tasty.
Subway, fire.
Love Subway.
Fire.
I
What is
love
this?
Subway.
I do not know. It is a stand-in for something, but I don't know what it is.
Jersey Mike's, fire.
Banger.
Favorite sub place.
Really?
That's what I'm
Yes.
saying.
Jersey Mike's?
Yes. Jimmy John's is a close second. Subway's
is good.
third.
I don't like Jimmy John's.
Waffle House is great at night, but I wouldn't just
You
go
can
there
either
during
go to
No
Waffle
one
House
goes
at
to
3
Right.
a.m.
Like-
or
3 a.m.
6 a.m.
Right. Okay.
There is no.
Right, there's
No one ever goes there in a reasonable,
Right.
you know.
I actually
setting.
have been once, like during the day.
I have too. My mom, I went with Anthony, look at my mom, on Mother's Day when we first moved to Clarksville. Because we didn't know anything. We went there and we're like,
You're
this
like-
is sticky.
Yeah. You walk in, you're like, can't wear these ever again.
Yeah.
Gotta burn the shoes, damn.
We already talked about McDonald's. Dairy Queen solid just for ice cream. I wouldn't really eat at Dairy Queen.
I wouldn't either.
Sonic though slaps.
Sonic, okay. My mom doesn't like Sonic for one reason, and it was because I was raving about their mozzarella sticks because their mozzarella sticks are really good, and we order them, and there was something wrong with like the oil that day. I think it was too hot, and it like burned a hole in every one of the mozzarella sticks, and so you bit into it, and there was no cheese. And any of the mozzarella sticks, it was
You got
6
scammed.
bread, like
You got
breadings.
scammed.
We did. It was
tough,
terrible,
man.
and
That's-
so my mother is jaded against Sonic, which is understandable.
Firehouse subs, I honestly think is pretty mid.
I agree.
I don't know
Firehouse
what it
Subs
is.
is not good.
And then
Campbell works at
Little Caesars.
Campbell works at Firehouse Subs?
Yep.
Why? Anyways, keep on, sorry.
Little Caesars, I also think is kind of mid. Just
Okay.
because I had it a lot growing up.
That's understandable. Hear me out on the Little Caesars. I don't think, like, I don't know if anybody will ever argue that Little Caesars is a, like, amazing pizza
But
restaurant.
it's good.
For $5?
Yeah,
For-
for
that's what-
$5.
The thing
yeah.
is
You can't
for
get
this
any better.
list, we solely, our rule was we solely looked at food quality unless there was an extremely pertinent value
Okay,
thing.
okay.
So,
Like
like,
that or Five Guys.
yeah,
Okay.
so, like, Five Guys got knocked down, even though it's in
Because
A
it costs
tier.
3 arms and 3 legs.
Yeah, because you have to
Right.
give your firstborn son to get a burger.
It's really-
But Little Caesars got bumped up because even though the food quality is a little bit probably worse than like high B tier, it was just like the value was just
Yeah,
so good.
that's fair. IHOP, haven't been in years, but for
That's not good.
sorry, it's fine. Starbucks, I like Starbucks.
I don't like coffee.
I don't love coffee, but I've started having a little bit more, but
Yeah.
not a big coffee girl. But the bacon Gouda from Starbucks is great, and a cake pop's always good. Not a big Dunkin' girl. Went to Popeyes once. Don't like Marco's. I don't know why you guys put that on here.
Marco's is good. I don't know what you're on about.
I don't like Marco's. Why is this on here? A&W.
It's a fast food place.
Really?
Yeah. You've never been to an A&W?
No.
Jinx?
They don't have them here, I don't think.
They have.
They definitely don't have them in South Florida.
They had one in
They have one in
Knoxville,
Washington.
and then they closed it.
So like the farthest physically possible
Right.
from you.
Yeah.
You wanna go there
Jason's
anytime.
Deli is pretty good. I've never had a problem with Jason's Deli.
I think they're Greek.
Noodles & Co. Haven't been there in a minute. Panera Bread, my brother says is that it's overpriced hospital food.
That's fair.
That is so fair.
Have you had the cinnamon crunch bagel though?
Yes, that's
That is actually.
that's one of my family
I've been using my
faves.
girlfriend's gift
Points.
cards there all semester. Thank you, Brooke. I love you.
You're an animal.
Jets Pizza. I haven't been to Jets in a while. My parents really like Jets.
It's really greasy.
Yeah.
If you like tap it for like getting rid of the grease with like a napkin, it's okay. But
Yeah.
like it upsets my stomach a little bit.
Papa John's, not my fave. Domino's any day of the week over Papa John's.
Yeah. Father John has wronged us.
Father John
Denny's.
has wrong.
I haven't been to Denny's in a while.
Denny's.
Do they even
is-
have Denny's here?
Yeah.
I haven't seen one either.
Denny's. I had Denny's one time and it was actually really good, but it was also like at like 2 a.m. So like
Classic.
I don't know if it's actually good or if it's 2 a.m. good. I feel like very different thing. That's a thing called Potbelly. I don't like
Potbelly.
You've actually heard of it though?
We eat it all the time for away trips, and it's like I eat it too much.
Really? Okay, that's understandable.
KFC, not a big KFC girl. Shake Shack. Yeah, I like Shake Shack.
Shake Shack got knocked down off value.
Okay.
Because Shake Shack
And you wait
also
16
It is a lot.
years. Like
It
I
is a
order and
lot.
then 3 days later they're like, "Here's your food." And I'm
No,
like, "Thanks."
it is overpriced.
Yeah, it was perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What is this one?
I don't remember.
Qdoba.
Qdoba.
Oh, I've never been there. Baskin Robbins ice cream, not bad. Never been to
Sbarro.
Sbarro. Never been. Jamba Juice. Okay, Jamba Juice has really good waffles. Like the candied waffle things. They're so
What?
good. Yes.
Huh?
You guys need to try it. It's so good.
Okay. Making a trip to
Checkers. I've never
Elliston.
been to a Checkers. What's El Taco?
Del Taco.
Del Taco. Never been
You
there.
remember the Vine?
No.
The free Shavaka?
Never been to. Oh yes, yes, yes.
The
yes.
Del
At
Taco.
Del Taco?
Yeah.
Never been to Jack in the Box.
not
Moe's has never wronged me.
Moe's has never been
But that's
good.
but like, it's always mid.
Yeah, it's
And I'm like,
It's
I'm going to
reliably
eat
mid.
mid, but it's been
well, that's why it's
consistent.
C.
Pozzoli's never been there.
The fast food Italian is a sin.
That's wrong.
It's a
I've never
sin.
been.
Incorrect.
I had.
You cannot go.
Oh, Pizza Hut.
Ugh. Pizza Hut nasty.
It's in D tier.
I don't like Pizza Hut.
Never been to Wing Street. Steak and Shake is very mid.
Steak and Shake is
CC's
bad.
is not good. Never been to Church's Chicken. Burger King, the only thing it had ever was like the ices. That was good.
That's fair.
Like that's the only thing. Or they had onion rings, which were good.
They had one. Actually, I low-key think Burger King's burgers are better than McDonald's.
Really?
But their fries are just so god-awful that, like, they get down
And
90.
Burger Kings are just
They just
gross.
give you a potato.
Yeah.
Burger Kings are just gross.
It's just not good.
Yeah.
Never been to Crystal. My mom loves White Castle.
What?
Crystal's the same thing as White Castle.
My mom loves White Castle.
Ew.
Okay, and just to be clear, 2011 Crystal, which is the same thing as White Castle, was so good. Like, when I was 8, going to Crystal, yeah, he is a passionate
He's
White Castle
That's
disbeliever.
disgusting. Ew.
Yeah, like
Crystal, I also, for the bulk of my life, thought was like a car wash.
Was like meth.
I look at the sign and I'm like, that reminds me of dish detergent.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's what it tastes like now.
It does look like it.
Yeah, like, tell me, you don't see that and you're like, that would
No,
clean my
and
dishes
Crystal
so well.
Clean with the K. Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
totally get it.
Mm-hmm.
What place is this?
Okay, works. We have one
I've never
in
been
the
there.
Satay area.
What's it? Carl's?
That's Carl's Jr., I guess, like Hardee's type stuff.
Pollo Loco?
I don't know what that
Ain't
is.
never
Somebody
been.
like
You guys have Pollo Tropical here? Pita Pit, never been there. What's
these
this
are the
one?
ones that we've never had, so
Oh.
we don't know.
Oh, California Pizza Kitchen is fire.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh.
You guys need to go. Kava is fire too.
I know we have one. I just
Right
don't
here
know.
in not West End, the other one,
21st.
21st. Pollo Tropical, oh my god, it's on there. Yeah.
What?
We just never been. And then we have Quiznos Void, because it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
And then Arby's
doesn't
and Long.
exist
No.
Yeah, never. That was fun.
Yeah. Do you want to see the drinks?
Yeah.
You're not going to like the drinks, I don't think. Because nobody likes the drinks.
Yeah, everyone gets furious.
Everyone
I'm
is
furious.
so mad about
I'm
the
still
drinks.
furious.
You're still furious about the...
About the milk.
Oh, yeah. There were about... This one was a bigger Like, as you can see, based on the personal favorite tier of the last one, there were 5 people in this one.
Okay.
This time there were 7.
Oh, geez. Who all was it? Me, you, Campbell, Jackson.
Whit, Tad. No. Anthony. Anthony was in the first one, too.
I don't think Whit was there. 'Cause that
Whit
was in the
definitely
period.
was, because
Really?
Whit was the water man.
Dang it.
He's water drinker on Twitter.
Oh, yeah. I like Whit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with the water column. Okay, my favorite water is Zephyr Hills. You guys don't have that here. Do
Zephyr
you?
Hills is actually banger.
Zephyr Hills is banger.
Zephyr Hills?
Yes.
We sold that at Publix, and I was mispronouncing it all summer.
What do you say it was?
Zephyrless. I see it, you can't scan it, so I have to click it on the machine, and I just see ZH, and I'm like, I don't know, man. And they're like,
There's no
that's
way you
not
were
what it's
like,
called. And I'm
oh,
like,
there's 2 words here. Do you know the word Zephyr?
no.
That's probably why. It's like a wind.
Get laughed at on the podcast.
I'm a huge soda drinker on the
Okay.
low. But like I love Sprite, love Coke. I'm glad there's no Pepsi products in this mix. Makes me happy. Blue Powerade is fire.
Blue Powerade is fire.
What are these things called?
The Wanios or something?
Yeah, it starts with a J.
It's not like Waikos or something?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Audios.
Guaritos.
That.
We
Those
watch
are
Narcos.
Yeah, I've been
pretty
watching
good.
Narcos.
We've been watching Narcos.
Fanta's fire.
Fanta is fire.
I don't like body armor.
I don't either. I've never had them, actually.
Oh, just like a slushie. That's good.
Yeah. Those are snow cones. That's a slushie.
Oh, okay.
Let it be known that Willem put his personal favorite as the lithium-ion battery.
It was fun.
Because these were tiers down here where they had like, first of all, they had like mustard and stuff, and then they also had like
Barbecue
Listerine.
sauce and things. Listerine is odd, man.
Yeah, and so we had Listerine and
You guys haven't had Brisk? Brisk is amazing.
Brisk?
I've never had
Like a brisk wind? Like a...
No, it's like a.
Well, like I've had different flavors of Brisk. Like
Okay.
I've had like the lemonade, which I think is in here. Like like the pink lemonade.
Yeah, like Brisk is. It's kind of like a overly sugared Arnold Palmer almost.
Really?
It
I
kind
don't
of
think
tastes
Arnold
like.
Palmer's.
I don't like tea.
Canada Dry is fire.
I've never had
Nobody here was a big fan of ginger ale.
ginger ale's okay.
I've had ginger ale once, and it was mixed with orange cream soda, and it was good.
I've had ginger ale 3 times.
I've drank ginger ale a lot. I'm not a big
my
Mountain Dew
gosh.
girl at all.
Ew, yeah.
Gave me heartburn one time.
Like, it's disgusting. You could put that in a car and it would go. Like,
The brown Listerine. Do you remember that video?
yes.
This one's not as good.
No, you're right.
It's not.
No, everyone gets so mad about, especially about the Gatorade flavors,
Many of the...
because the red and orange.
I like red Gatorade.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm glad we get along.
like
People
red Gatorade.
people were not happy about.
I don't love orange Gatorade though.
Really, that's my second favorite.
No, yellow is. Have you ever had the red?
The lemon lime.
So good.
It's pretty good.
Have you ever had the red, the fruit punch plus berry red?
Yes, that's good. That's
so good. Or you can't go wrong with like Glacier Freeze.
Yeah, the light blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever had cucumber lime?
Oh god, it tastes like nothing.
It's really...
Refreshing?
It's like nothing.
Have you ever had the green apple?
But it is refreshing.
The green apple I had at a baseball game once whenever I was playing, and it was really thick.
Yeah, I feel like I could. It almost like. Yeah.
It was like
Like
not.
molasses.
Well, I
syrup?
drank it and I was like, I felt like
Pepto.
sluggish after.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, it tasted like a green Jolly Rancher. Like it tasted good.
I could see that.
But it slithers down your throat.
And I was like, I do not feel like I'm about to make an athletic play. Like I was like 12 at the time, so I definitely wasn't. But
You were a dog.
I was the best coach pitcher in the state of Tennessee. That's probably not true, but I was good. Have you ever heard of Diamond Red and Blue in Tennessee?
Mm-mm.
They're like the big travel teams, and because they travel everywhere. And I don't know if you had I don't know if maybe your brother played baseball and like they travel everywhere.
That's fair.
I was asked to be on Diamond Red, and my dad wouldn't let me play travel ball.
Really?
Yep.
You could be here playing ball.
I could have been a Vandy
You could have
boy.
been a
Instead,
Vandy
I'm
boy.
on
could have
this
had you on my
podcast.
podcast. You could have been on the podcast, but in the middle.
Yeah. that's
I could have
weird.
been like, well, Chris,
Tell me about your
How
upbringing.
did you get here?
tell me about gorillas.
What a time. But yeah, that's our we need to make another tier list pretty soon here, but I don't know what it is. We'll have to figure that out.
What would you say?
Yeah, what would you?
What's your recommendation?
You guys should do it with athletes.
With
like individual athletes? Well, Bella's our S tier here at Show Em The Dore. Personal favorite.
Thanks, guys.
But like, do you mean like ones that we've had on the podcast? That'd be so funny to like diss people.
That seems disrespectful.
Yeah, I'm like, in our F tier we have.
I know, it'd be fun.
Wow. I mean, they probably don't watch.
No, I can't imagine they do.
I watch.
I haven't.
Did you watch last week's episode?
No.
It
I
rambled.
watched mine.
Yeah, of course you did. Last week's rambled like a lot.
And I watched Sasha's.
Do you like Sasha's?
Sasha's was great. Somebody started playing the piano, and we're like,
No, hers is cool because she's like really good at talking too, and she's funny.
I really enjoyed Sasha.
Yeah.
yeah.
Episode.
It was like the one episode where I sat there and you sat
Yeah,
there.
I was in the chair that
Whoa.
time.
You're
That
like,
was
it
the
makes my
first
jaw
time.
look better if I'm in the chair, and I'm
Oh
like,
my God.
okay, man, I'll sit down there.
You don't have to out me like that, bro. Like,
It
did it look good?
I don't know.
Good? Okay. That's what matters. I'm just like, ah. I gotta do like the Gigi Hadid thing where she's like. Do you not know about that? Was like a big thing. It was like she talked about how to like.
How to like make your
face thinner and stuff like on magazine covers and stuff. It was like you like get up and like protrude and like really suck in your mouth. No, it's not like that. It's like a. And so you know.
That's really odd, man.
I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just more cultured than you.
Maybe you are.
The whitewashed Italian, the whitewashed Arab.
What's your favorite movie?
Crazy Rich Asians.
That's
or
actually
Mamma
a banger.
Mia.
Movie.
Mamma Mia. I've been listening to the song Mamma Mia nonstop for the past few days.
Why?
Never
Are you
seen
a
the
big
movie.
ABBA fan?
Dancing Queen's my favorite song.
Dancing Queen. I think from Mamma
makes
Mia,
sense.
my favorite song is.
I play that at all of our parties.
Do you
People
really?
complain about it, and I'm like, we're playing
That
it.
song's amazing.
It's a banger, yeah.
It's great.
That's the best song.
I think my favorite songs from Mamma Mia are either Waterloo or the Slipping Through My Fingers. all the time.
I just remember being TikTok.
Oh, yeah, where it's sped up a little bit. It's really good.
My finger.
I can't get that high. I could do
What's
it
your
like
favorite song right now? Song that's just on your mind.
Okay, so ever since I went to see the Taylor Swift concert in Vegas, I've listened to her set list every single day
Good.
for the past month.
So what do you say your favorite song?
Okay, so I really like Cruel Summer by her.
Okay.
So that'd probably be my favorite one, but also Lover's really good. Her whole Lover album is honestly undefeated, but Midnight's is stupid. Like Lavender Haze, Antihero, Karma, like all of those.
I was kind of thoroughly disappointed by
With
that album,
Midnight's?
I'll be honest.
I like it.
I didn't like it that much.
I'm disappointed in like Folklore and Evermore. We could have
I didn't even
just
hear those.
skipped over those two,
I didn't listen to
honestly.
those. Lover was pretty good.
Lover was great.
Lover's a phenomenal song. One of my favorites.
so
I
I've
want
just
that to
been
play at my
on
wedding.
T-Swifty.
I'm not as much of a Swiftie. I like some songs.
Once you
though.
see her concert, your life's changed.
If I ever can
Once you drop,
$4
like, 3
grand,
bags.
Yeah. I'll make sure to keep that in mind.
Who's your favorite person you've seen in concert?
So I've actually seen a lot of concerts.
Oh.
Not
do
to
tell.
brag.
You're like, well.
I just start naming people and I'll be like, yeah or no. Like,
Drake.
yes.
What?
Weekend.
Yes.
I
What?
like the Weekend. I love the Weekend.
Love Weekend. Ariana Grande a couple times.
A couple times?
Justin Bieber, Post Malone, Morgan
I like Post Malone.
Wallen,
He doesn't
Luke
like Post
Bryan.
Malone.
Post Malone's
hate
good.
I'm seeing
Taylor
Luke Bryan in
Swift.
August.
Luke Bryan was great.
You're seeing
Taylor
Drake too,
Swift.
aren't you?
I'm working the Drake concert.
Oh.
Really?
okay.
Yeah.
I just want to go to see him though. Like I'll join your. I'll work one day and then quit just to see Drake.
No, dude, do it.
It'd be so fun. That'd actually be kind of crazy. I might do it. He works at Bridgestone,
Really?
Yeah.
and so
They pay really well.
Really?
They
Yeah.
pay like 18 an hour.
18 an hour.
Damn, what do you do?
Nothing.
Darn near. I just, there are a couple different things you do. If you work upstairs, you either just like stand there in the little thing and you're like, can I help you find your seat? And then like
Oh, you're one
hold
of
the
those?
stop thing if the puck is in
Really?
play, or you hold a flashlight if People are going up and down. Or you work downstairs in the Lexus Lounge where it's really fancy.
Lexus
And you
Lounge
do
is
different
nice.
things there. It's really nice.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend that much money. But like,
Do you ever get
might
to
be
eat
worth
there?
it. No. They don't let us eat the food. They're like, half off concessions on the first floor if you work here. And I'm like, I'm not giving you guys any more money. Like, that's ridiculous.
Oh
I
my God,
never
that's
eat there.
sick.
But it's nice. It's cool. I
You
like
have to
it.
wear a yellow shirt.
It's horrible.
Yeah,
I hate
it
the yellow
does.
shirt. I hate the
The
yellow,
yellow
shirt.
shirt's so bad.
It sucks. It's uncomfortable, too.
Is it really uncomfy?
The gray one for concerts has a tag in the back that I can't stand.
Can you rip it off?
I'm going to cut it off when I get home because I had to wear it the other day.
I rip off all my tags.
Yeah, I'm working tomorrow, actually.
Are you?
Yeah.
Who's tomorrow?
Rip your paper.
Some Latin American band. So, like, I'm not going to be able to understand what they're saying. Last time there was one of those, like, I was like, are they finishing up? Like, what are they saying? I don't know. Like, typically they're like, all right, we got a couple more songs here.
Adios!
And then they're like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, I walked out, like, out to look at what's going on at one of the Latin American concerts. I don't know what I was expecting, but I walk out and I see the dude standing there singing. Marching around him are like tubas. And I'm like, on the screen, it's huge screen with like bright red and then like weird little graphic things, like cartoony looking things going across it, like cars and things just moving.
tough.
And I'm like shocked. I just stand there for like 5 seconds. I'm like, I gotta go. So I leave and I'm like, I don't know what just happened in there.
stunned.
I'm not entirely sure what I thought would happen, but it was not that. But I saw Kane Brown. That was pretty good.
Kane Brown's good.
But who's your favorite that you've seen?
Taylor Swift.
Okay, there you go. So you had your answer. You just wanted to show off that you've seen a bunch of people here.
Well,
I have.
what was your
Not
least
even
favorite
just here.
concert?
Yeah, who sucked?
Least favorite concert.
And was it bad or was it just not as good as all the other ones?
That's a tough question. I feel like I haven't really seen a bad. Okay,
She
so
doesn't go to bad concerts.
okay, so I saw Kane Brown at like a tiny festival, and he wasn't a great performer. But that was like when I was like a junior in high school.
So he was inexperienced.
But now he's doing better,
He did a lot better.
and
yeah.
he's like obviously sings great songs. So,
Yeah,
so I'd probably say him.
Kane Brown.
His performance.
Wow.
Bum.
Take that L, Kane Brown.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the last year when the Vandy UT games were here, I sat right in front of Morgan Wallen.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, it was really cool. And then everybody kept asking for stuff, and they left in like the 6th inning.
I'm surprised he made it that long.
Yeah.
I was gonna go to that game.
I like
didn't.
one of like my friends back home is a really big Morgan Wallen fan. So
Who?
Sarah.
Oh.
And so I was sitting here and I was like, and I
Did you
took a
get it?
picture. Yeah, I took a picture and sent it to her, and I was like, look who I'm in front of. She was very jealous. I was gonna get him to sign something, and then he got up, and that's like when he got up, and I was like, oh, he's surely just going to the bathroom. And then I saw him like walking down the street on 25th.
Like, get him!
And I was like, yeah.
It's me when I saw Tristan
I chased him
McKenzie
down. I tackled him, and I made him sign
Morgan!
something.
Sing!
I was like, Mr.
That's
Wallen.
why he can't perform.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Shoot, is he a good performer?
Okay, so
'Cause
when
I've seen
I
some
saw him here, he sang really well, but he didn't really put on a show,
Oh.
which was sad.
Yeah.
But I feel like from TikTok, from what I've seen, it looks like this year he's actually doing stuff.
I've seen some really terrible performances from Morgan
Really?
Wallen on TikTok. It's like he's singing the song Whiskey Glasses, and he's just like screaming.
Yeah,
He's not like,
singing.
yeah.
Right.
He's
And I'm like,
hard.
that's tough. But
Yeah.
What's your favorite Morgan Wallen song?
I can name it right now. Off dome. Not hers, mine. But
What is it?
Tennessee Numbers.
I don't know. I kind of love his whole Dangerous album.
Okay.
Like I can listen to it on repeat.
What about a song?
So
Funny thing is,
you're not answering the questions
I
here.
know. I don't know.
think a
Like,
song. You got it.
I really like 865.
That's a good one.
It's a great area code.
Nice. Song.
What about you?
I like. Everything I Love has been stuck in my head.
Yes.
Great
Me
song.
too.
I really, really enjoyed Talking Tennessee.
Okay.
Banger.
Everything I love has been.
Everything I Love, I listened to like 7 times
Yeah.
today. Got me in the mindset of like, I have to write country.
I was listening to no, it's a Thomas Rhett song. Oh gosh, is it called Happy Man by Thomas Rhett?
Aw, I love that song.
It's a banger.
Is Thomas Rhett?
He's on
What
tour
does he
right
sing?
now.
What does he sing?
He sings Happy Man. That's what
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but there's a song that I know.
He sings a lot. He sings a song called 16. That song's really good.
What's your brand of country music that you really like? Because I feel like there's a lot of different
There are
types
three
of country
Bs.
music.
Well, I'll name the artists that I really like.
Okay.
And then you can like put me into whatever.
A category.
Okay, so I really like Luke Bryan, Morgan Wallen, Megan Maroney. I do like Miranda Lambert, Luke Combs.
That's the type of beat that we're doing our song on, is a Luke Combs type beat.
Yeah. Who else do I listen to? There's a dude in Florida Georgia Line who sings a lot of songs now, but like obviously they're not Florida Georgia Line anymore, but just one of them sings songs now.
They're Georgia Alabama line.
Yeah.
Slightly different.
He's the Georgia part.
It's just Georgia.
Yeah.
Florida left. And the line. The line's going too.
So yeah, I'd say those are like my top 5.
Solid. Nice.
But I'm not just like a Morgan Wallen fan because I feel like a lot of people are only listen to Morgan Wallen, you know what I mean? And like that's not like, I wouldn't consider you love country if you're just listening to Morgan Wallen, right?
Yeah. I would agree.
Hot take.
I grew up on Kenny Chesney and Alan Jackson.
Kenny Chesney's good.
Alan Jackson's great.
Alan Jackson.
What a mustache.
Tim McGraw's really good too. He has some
Tim
bangers.
McGraw's good. The song
He has some sad songs, but they're good.
Live Like You Were Dying.
Oh my god.
My mom told me
so
about that when I was
sad.
like a little kid, and we listened to the song, and I'm like,
you're like, wow.
how is sky?
No, that song is like powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's about his dad, and he didn't know who he was.
Really?
You know the story?
No. I'll have
Really?
to listen to that song after, I guess.
Tim McGraw didn't know who his dad was when he was growing up. Yes. And he really liked baseball. There was this one baseball player that he really, really loved. And he had like his poster on the wall, biggest fan. That was his dad.
What?
Yeah. And so he figured out it was his dad. I don't know how. And then
He's like,
he like
"Let's
met
his
him
cheek."
and they talked when his dad started dying.
Oh, wow.
And so that's what the song is
Live
about.
Like
It's about
You.
his dad dying and him not knowing his dad for most of his life.
That's tough. Kind of an L for Tim McGraw.
Sorry, Tim.
Sorry, Tim.
You know, Indian Outlaw is also a good song. Have you heard that one?
I haven't heard any Tim McGraw songs.
Annie?
You need to. He's good.
Okay, I need to. We talked about how last time I was not a huge country music fan.
Yeah.
There are some songs and some
We've
people.
been on our country art for the past like couple of months.
That's true. I've had to show you a lot of the songs that I grew up on.
Yeah.
I played him a song. Did we talk about the Remember When last time you were on the podcast? No. Do you know the song Remember When by Alan Jackson? It is a sad. It's actually really not a sad song, but it's kind of a sad song. I sob at this song every single time. I don't know why.
He's driving me home from work like
I'm driving him to work.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And I'm showing him all the songs I grew up on. Like, it was just different Alan Jackson songs. And I'm like, have you ever heard the song Remember When? Because it's my favorite country song ever. And I start playing it, and it's very, very sweet and very sad at times.
Do you know the lyrics?
I do, but I'm not going to
Sing
sing
it
it on the podcast.
Right now.
I'm not going to.
Perform.
But I'm sitting here, and I'm like driving, and I'm just like sobbing while driving. I felt like a very movie moment. But it was a good time. It was fun. You know, you need like a good cry every once in a while. Like I genuinely, I wasn't.
I love a good cry.
I wasn't sad, and then like I felt so much better. Like I drove in silence on the way home from driving Willem to work, and I was like, I feel so refreshed.
I know.
When was the last time you cried?
That day.
Really?
Yeah.
When was the last time you cried?
I guess I teared up a second.
I cried.
Every day.
No, I think like 2 days ago.
Okay.
About what? Can I ask?
Was it a good cry?
If
or
I'm
bad
not
cry?
crying.
What was I crying over? It was a.
Was it these?
Oh, it was a good cry.
What's your last bad cry?
Okay. No. My last bad. Oh, actually, no. My last good cry was yesterday. My mom sent me a card saying she missed me and I started crying.
Oh, that's sweet.
My last bad cry was like 2 or 3 days ago, but I was just on my period, so
There you
just
go.
crying.
That's understandable. It
Fair enough.
happens.
Happens. Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I cried.
I don't know the last time you cried. It's that Zoloft, man. I'm just kidding. You're on Wellbutrin and
Lexapro.
Lexapro.
That doesn't make me not cry though.
Just makes you not feel. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Makes me sleepy. I really can't remember the last time I cried.
And
I cry. Don't get me wrong.
You're like the toxic man. You're like, I just don't cry. I feel like that makes me really weak.
I cry often and like
me too.
vigorously.
Do you cry often?
Yeah.
I don't feel like
not recently.
No.
Maybe the medicine does make me not cry.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You're like, I was wondering why I've been so happy lately. It might be those.
Well, it's not even that I've been happy.
SSRIs.
It's not. It's I just can't cry. Because genuinely, I cried.
You're like, I've been sad enough. It just hasn't
I have. I cried in January.
Why are we talking about this right now?
I cried on the phone with Brooke one time.
They're cute.
I haven't cried otherwise, I think, at all since I got on the medicine. I'm on antidepressants.
Two of them.
Sorry.
You just heard. I'm sorry.
Thank you, actually.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. That's just not what I saw coming.
What did you think I was gonna say?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Just accept the information, you know? Not like,
That's fine.
sorry.
Well, she's a considerate person.
I appreciate that.
you.
I do. They're working.
That's why she's a fan favorite.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Guys.
She got the heart, you know?
Host favorite too.
What'd you say?
I said host favorite too.
Purr? Wow.
Wow. Yeah. That was.
Maybe I'll get off the medicine and just start sobbing. Everything I've kept
Stop
in.
taking it.
Kids, don't do this at home.
Don't try this.
Don't try this at home.
If you're medicated, take the meds.
Right.
Don't pull a
Yeah.
Kanye West.
Maybe I'll get in
Have you seen
ADHD medicine too.
Kanye?
In concert.
Oh no, I wish. Well, not now,
Well,
but not
Before
now.
all the
Before-
anti-Semitic
before
stuff.
all
Graduation
that. I did wanna
Kanye.
see- I wanted to see. Like he had like a raised stage at his concert, and I wish I would have got to go.
I wanted to go when Donda came out. He did like the like watch parties at like Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Those were so sick.
Yeah.
I had
No,
a watch
never.
party.
I voted for Kanye.
He did actually.
He was on the
imagine.
ballot in Kentucky.
Like this is not a joke.
So, like, there was an internship that I was going to apply for, and it's, like, about voting and stuff. And they're like, tell the story of, like, your first voting experience. And I'm like,
I can't do that.
I can't do this. I will not be hired if I tell them I voted for Kanye West.
You
Like,
had to
be
lie.
funny. I didn't even fill it out. I accepted defeat. I'm like, it's over with. I voted for Kanye. And I said it on my podcast. I've also tweeted it. So, like, will I get him? Maybe that's why I haven't gotten an internship.
Yeah, the BCG people are like, voted for Kanye. Nope.
Sorry. Let me get to the final round, too, before they said no.
Yeah, exactly. That's when I found it.
My Twitter's
Tough,
just
right?
absurd.
Your Twitter is odd. but
It
I
used to
love
be good. The
I
medicine's
love it.
making me less funny, too.
Yeah, he was funnier on the pod before the meds.
I was funnier
I'm
before
just
the
kidding.
meds. It's an issue.
I think the funniest I've been is on the slant Twitter recently.
You've been pretty funny on the slant, on the slitter.
You want to see my most recent? I can't say it. Actually, I can say this one on the podcast.
Can you?
The,
Oh, which one? I don't remember what you said.
Okay, it was a tweet. I just want to get it verbatim, so I'm pulling it up. But it says, "Wait, hold up. Grindr isn't for kings just trying to chase the bag," which I think is a pretty banger tweet. And then I have it was. So did you see where like SpaceX, their rocket blew up?
I knew they had a rocket. I didn't know it blew up.
It blew up. But it was really funny because they tried to like PR stunt it and be like, we had a rapid unscheduled disassembly, and that's what they called it, right? And it was trending on Twitter because rapid
Right.
unscheduled. Yeah, and so I said, hey, at SpaceX, the last time I had a rapid unscheduled disassembly, I never heard from her again.
That's good.
Bangers from the Vanderbilt slant Twitter that hopefully will get reposted on the story on the Instagram and I'll actually get a following, but you know, it's fine. Whatever.
Are you telling me to post your...
No, I said from the slant story. I've been telling Sam to do it for days, but it's whatever.
Okay, cool, thanks. I thought he was like saying it
Yeah,
to me
Mr.
on, like,
President.
we don't plug our personal things on Twitter.
Do we not?
No.
I don't know. I don't do that.
I don't have personal things to plug. I could advertise for our parties. I don't know. Show up to the Bucks party.
Oh God, no! Please don't put Buck stuff on there.
I won't.
Sorry, Bella. This is supposed to be about you. I don't know. Do we have anything? Is there anything you want to talk about?
No, I enjoyed myself today.
I'm so glad. Well, I think that. I mean, it's a season finale. I'm very sad about that.
It's over.
It's literally. Yeah, we're not coming back. No,
We're just trying again.
What? So we won't post another episode for like months.
And it'll be our last year.
It'll be season 5 and 6 will be the last seasons of Show Em The Dore from where we are the hosts. So
Jeez.
sad.
And then we'll take a 1-year break and just hope and pray that Anthony gets into Vanderbilt.
And then we'll retain our viewership, hopefully.
Over years.
Maybe we'll do something. I don't know. We'll see. But this summer we hope to maybe find some content to put out for people.
We'll figure something better out than last year.
Yeah, we didn't do as much as we should have. But we love doing this for everybody. We love having guests on. We love just doing like the work that comes with it, going to all the games and doing all the research and stuff like that. We're very excited to have this kind of area. I want to say a big thank you to Artelon. He's out there, but he is the person that makes this all possible. I'm very thankful for him. Shout out my boy Ardulio. Ardulier. And so I guess we will see you guys next semester. I don't know what day that will come out. That will probably be out on our Instagram and Twitter closer to the time.
August 23rd.
We'll have more guests
Committing
on.
to it now.
I'm sure we'll ask Bella at some point
course.
because she's just amazing, of course.
Thank you.
What he's doing is he's gradually getting you in enough and then fading me out.
Yeah,
That's why I'm off the couch.
Right.
Step 1 is already complete. I'm gone,
Right.
And because Bella, the episode you had was our best episode of the season. I know I texted you that actually the day before, after thinking about it. But you all love Bella. We all love Bella as well. So
Thanks,
she'll be back. We'll have people on. We're in contact with a bunch of different people trying to get schedules.
Yeah, at least 4.
Yeah, at least 4. So hopefully we'll have another really great fall season. Season 5 of Show Em The Dore. I'll have to make another playlist on YouTube. But with that being said, for the last time in spring of 2023, all the way from the Curb Center Studios here in Nashville, Tennessee at Vanderbilt University, this has been Show Em The Dore. Bye, guys.